You're listening to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about how we game.
Hey, folks, welcome to the Beans and Dice Thursday night live call-in show. I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob.
And this Thursday, Rob and I are going to give you the update to our top 20 boards.
Sure are.
We're not certain if Wayne's going to pop in mid-show and provide his or not. I know he's got family in town, and he's preparing for his cruise.
Busy night. Yeah, cruise next week. That must be nice.
So he is not going to be on, at least at the beginning of the show. He may pop in later on.
Yeah.
For those of you at home, we are, or new to us, we are a podcast about board games and other tabletop fun and geeky stuff where we do it a little different. We take your phone calls to talk to you about board games and stuff.
Board games and stuff. Yeah, we get off topic a little bit. So,
A lot.
Yeah, we like to ramble about things, just what's going on in the world, other geeky goodness, OGG. We talk about movies we've watched, shows we've watched, just anything board game adjacent, anything geek adjacent. So,
And once a month, we update our top 20 board, which is the board that is behind us here. This top 20 board contains the games that we've played in this year, 2026, that we enjoyed enough to put on our board. Each month, we update the board to re-rack it, to show, based on what we've been playing, where would it land.
Yep.
So that by the end of the year, we have this almost this organically created board of our top 20 plays for 2026.
Yep, not all-time board. It's just what we've played this year. And then we've got this thing that once it goes up there, it kind of sticks. Unless you rank something above it, then you can knock things down. But if you want to re-rank something, if you play it a second time or a third time, and you decide, you know what, I really think that was better or worse than where I originally ranked it after a couple of plays, you can move it anywhere you want. Once you've replayed it, you can take it off. You can put it back on somewhere else. But otherwise, once you play it, it's kind of stuck there. So if you just play better games, if you want to move stuff around, I guess,
Yeah, that's the way to say it.
Get gooder.
Get gooder.
Yeah, get gooder.
Play better
stuff.
games.
Yep, there you go.
We will open up the phone lines at 9:30-ish. This is going to give Rob and I a chance to run through our February plays and update you on our board.
What's that? February.
February.
All
right. So I am looking at my board, Rob. It was weak for January.
Yeah, so this is our February.
This is February. I'll start with games that I played in February. Compile Main 1. Compile.
I haven't played
Compile.
that one. Yep, Compile.
It is a two-player only lane battler in the vein of like a Radlands.
Okay, yep.
Where you're battling for one of three lanes, except for you're playing the role of an AI trying to compile data
That sounds
to better understand the world that it's in.
like a super exciting theme.
Yeah, no.
No, not so much. More about the gameplay.
I thought it was gonna hit better with the theme because the artwork is pretty cool for it, but it kind of became very mechanism heavy. This was going very low on my list. Oof. Dwarf Romantic. I got to play some Dwarf Romantic, the board game. This is the official Dwarf Romantic. It's already number 2 on my list. So we're going to put Compile towards the bottom here in a second so y'all can just see what I'm doing.
Just put it up there so it's up there.
And then I'll rank them.
I was saying, do you want to run down your list now or do you want to do it just at the end?
I'll give them the update because it's not that many games.
Okay.
Dwarf Romantic, I'm going to keep it up there. I've continued to play it. It's currently at my number 2 spot. And I've played the Dwarf Romantic Light Luggage.
The light luggage.
The smaller version that you travel with, and I'm still feeling like it's a great play. It's going to continue to stay up there.
They have an even smaller version coming out called Dwarf Romantic.
Dwarf.
No, they don't.
But that's for After Dark.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Romantic dwarfs. Anyway,
comment below in the chats. Let us know you're there. Let us know our audio is good.
Yep.
Final Girl is making an appearance on the list this year.
A solo play game.
And a lot of solo play for this one for me. I've been playing a lot of Final Girl.
Good. I'm glad you're liking this one.
Getting my butt stomped, though.
Have you won yet?
No.
You still haven't won?
No.
Oh, gosh. I was like 1 for 4. So, yeah.
It is going to go above Raw and Right.
Okay, Raw
and actually above Dwarf Romantic.
Okay. All right.
When I've had the opportunity to play, I have played Final Girl before I've played Dwarf Romantic.
Okay. And you're enjoying it then?
I am.
Yeah, cool.
Foundations of Rome / Metropolis.
Okay.
I'm considering them one and the same.
I think that is fair. It's really the same game. They just look different.
So we'll just call it Foundations.
Foundations, yeah.
Of X.
Sure. Of ...
of ...
There you go.
Foundations. I'm enjoying that more than these games.
Above Raw and Right.
Yep, but below
Dwarf Romantic.
I'm still. It's a solo only though. All right, it's gonna go above Dwarf Romantic,
on a
but
slide.
below Final Girl.
Okay, I can appreciate that. I think I'd agree.
4 Northwood is the other solo game that I've been playing a lot of.
I've got your copy at home, so you haven't been playing it the last week.
Well, because I've got Dwarf Romantic, so I figured I can part with it for a little while.
There you go. And you can play it on BGA if you have to. So
4 Northwood is a solo only trick taking game where it actually feels like you're playing a trick taking game. And it's weird to say that because like I can play the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, the trick taking game.
Right. And
that's a mouthful.
It doesn't feel as much a trick taking game.
Correct. That feels more like a puzzle, whereas 4 Northwood actually feels like a trick taking game.
And the super cute animal art is a big plus on that one.
That kind of falls away for me real quick.
Does it really?
Yeah,
okay.
but it's going
I haven't
above.
played yet, but just looking at it, it's cool looking.
Oh wow, it's gonna go just below Dwarf Romantic.
And Raw and Right is on
There's
a
a lot of solos up there right now.
Yeah, you've been soloing.
Flip 7, been playing Flip 7.
It's gonna make the big board, huh?
Well, until it runs out of room, and then it'll move to the
Then you
little
go to
board.
the little board, yeah.
Flip 7 was hotness, wasn't it? It was hotness last year.
Well, for sure.
It is not as much now.
Hot or not?
I would put it probably above Toy Battle because of the player count. Above Tacta, above Up and Down, below Harvest.
Up or down?
Yeah. Up or down.
The uppy downy.
And then finally, I got to play Bohemians, which we're playing tonight.
Are you going to rank that? Okay, I was on the fence. I was like, do we not rank it until after we do our full review?
Oh, do we
don't wanna
save it?
spoil?
Because this was a review copy?
And it'll be a little bit of a spoiler if we put
It's
it
a
up
little
there.
asterisk.
So it's up to you. You do what you want. But I was wondering in my head because I've played it 3 times in the last month.
And I'm on my second play right now.
Yeah, so I was debating.
All right, Rob's got a good point.
It's up to you.
No, he's got a good point. We will save that for the reveal.
I know you're trying to
We'll
fill
do
up
a
your
mid-month
20
reveal
Okay.
on our board of where it ranks in our plays this month when we do
That makes sense.
the review.
Yeah, as soon as we do the review, we'll get it on the board. Yep.
All right, so then what does that leave me with? I'm going to update my board here, sliding some stuff around.
Yep. Actually, I can fix them if you want to start.
Let's see, slide them up. All right, so that puts me at 13 games making it to the board. Still haven't made 20 yet.
Okay.
For me, Shackleton Base at number 1. My number 2 is Final Girl. My number 3 is going to be Foundations of ... Metropolis or Rome. Number 4, Dwarf Romantic. Number 5, 4 Northwood. At 6, I've got Raw and Right. So not the Raw, but this is Raw and Right.
It's not the Roar and Right or whatever. That
No,
was the
this is
dinosaur
Raw
one.
and Right.
Gotta be careful.
Flip and Fill Raw based by Reiner Knizia.
Got it all.
It's a good one. Harvest, the Japanese game, not Harvest the board game. Flip 7 at number 8. Number 9 is Tacta, and rounding the top 10 is Up or Down. Kramer Kiesling, I think it is.
Kramer Kiesling, yeah.
And then my number 11, Toy Battle, my man Paolo Mori. At 12, TI4, but I have to give it the caveat that is the BGA version of TI4. Because if it was like TI4, Twilight Imperium 4th Edition proper,
Be different.
it'd be very much higher. It's that interface on BGA that makes it very hard for me. And then rounding the bottom at the list, lucky number 13 is Compile, the Lane Battler. That is my top 20 board as of 2026 to date.
Nice job. You can cut that into a separate thing if we need to. Yeah. Post up your 20.
Rob is going through his February plays. I think he had a game day in February, if I'm right.
Or
was that Wayne?
I think I did, but it was I may not have been there long because I see there was a couple days I played like 2 or 3 games, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, there had to have been at least one in there. I'm trying to find the appropriate length for a short name. Here we go. I'm going to start mine here momentarily.
I'll tell you a little more about the games that I didn't get a chance to talk about. So when it comes to Foundations of Metropolis / Rome, I've played both multiplayer and solo. I got to play with the Gardens expansions, the Gardens of Series expansion, which is a solo-only setup. When I ranked it on this board, I'm probably ranking it not the solo. I'm ranking it higher at multiplayer than I am at the solo play.
Okay.
The solo is a good system. It's not a terrible system, but the game is just, I got to teach it to somebody. We got excited about playing. We had a very close score at the end. He was leading the entire time until the very end, where I came in and took the win with the end points. He set up to get more points during the game, where I ended up getting more points at the end of the game.
Okay, that's a thing. Okay, I think I am ready to go. So, yep, that's my month. So I didn't play a whole lot of games. I'll run down pretty much what I played here, and then I'll rank the ones that need to be ranked. I'm going to do them in reverse order. So the most recent one you did mention, there was a game day. We played the Wesley Chapel board game group over at the brewery here locally. Double Branch had a game day. Nick Oben, friend of the show, hosting that, as he does as the kind of the leader there of the Wesley Chapel group. The 3 games I played over there, I had to run out to catch a hockey game that night, but I got to play Raw, so the regular full game of Raw. And I believe it was on my board. No, Raw and Right is on my board, but Raw, actually, now that I'm remembering, is in my Hall of Fame.
It is in your Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so they're over there. So it's on my Hall of Fame, so I don't need to re-rank that one, but always a fun time. Raw's a great little... I guess it's an auction game, but you only have 3 chips that you can auction with, that you can bid with. So it's a real fun. You can kind of see what everybody's bids potentially can be, and you can set bids to try to make other people waste higher ones so that you can have better votes at the end, better bids at the end. So just a great game. Lots of tile collection, different varieties of tile collecting. But Raw's a classic, so I don't need to talk about that too much. I played Bohemians again. That was my second play of Bohemians. So again, we're going to do a full review on that, and then I'll get into ranking that as soon as we get it played, probably here in a couple weeks. We'll have enough plays in where we can do a full in-depth review on that one. A game I have wanted to play for a long time. We talked about it a little bit, I think, on last week's show. Wayne talked a lot about it. Raccoon Tycoon, this real almost entry-level market manipulation, stock market type game. And I say entry-level again, as I said last time, not as an entry-level game. You wouldn't want to probably introduce brand new gamers to this as a hobby game. It probably wouldn't be the best gateway game. But as far as getting into the more complicated market manipulation types of things, this is very much an entry step. And so I enjoyed Raccoon Tycoon quite a lot. So I'll read off my list just like Carlos did at the very end, but I'm going to put it up here fairly high. Let's go. Right now, I'm going to go right under Star Wars: The Deck Builder, and mostly probably because I need more plays of Raccoon Tycoon, and I've played Star Wars Deck Builder quite a bit. Very different games, so it's one of those where it's a little hard to rank them against each other. But for now, we'll throw that up there. I'm sure I'm going to get another play of this in this year, so I'll have a chance to re-rank. Next one, we went to played a couple games over at Sam's house after we had a session of drawing a blank here, Pandemic, Season 0, after we played I think it was our second or third, I think it was the second scenario. We broke out a couple of light games just to finish out the night, and I got my first in-live on the board play of MLEM, M-L-E-M, LEM. I don't know how you say that. Space Agency, Kitties in Space.
I don't think it's a word. I think it's an acronym.
Yeah, it's an acronym. Yeah, I don't know what it stands for. M-L-E-M. I don't know. But again, Space Agency. It's if you've played, what's the airship one? Starts with a C.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just jumped out of my head here. But anyway, it's a pressure luck game. Everybody that's playing jumps on this, and this is a spaceship, and you all put a token on there, and then somebody that's leading the captain of the ship, Celestia is the one I was thinking of, is the captain of the ship. They're rolling dice, and as the ship moves along, people can jump off on different planets or different moons, and you can get points depending on the order that you jump off, and you kind of press your luck. If you stay on too long and the ship ends up exploding, you roll a bust number. You run out of dice, basically, that you can use. Then everybody who's still on it crashes. You get your token back, but you don't score any points that round, and so you're playing until somebody places out their last of, I believe it's 8 tokens, and then there's a few side objectives that randomly come out. If you have if you're on 4 different planets or 4 different moons, or if you've shot the moon and gone all the way to the top of the board twice, you can claim these goals that give you some bonus points. But it's a light game. It's definitely a family weight game. You could play it with small kids. It's one you'd kind of have to kind of run them through it and kind of run it and tell them give them some strong suggestions on what to do. Very light for heavier gamers, but yeah, there's a picture of it there. Kitties in space.
Beansanddice says, I'm here for the list, and we're here to help. Thank you for being here.
Doing the list thing. Thanks for joining us. Malima's going to go down a little further on my board. It's not going to go below Tacta, so it's going to go above that. Raw and Right. Actually, I think I'm liking it better right now than the Raw and Right.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that hurt my feelings.
That hurt a little bit? Yeah.
That hurt my feelings.
Yeah, your Raw and Right dropped to 6, so I don't want to hear it. Lost Cities, no, it's got to stay below Lost Cities. So Malima's going to go up there below Lost Cities right now. Let's see. Next one, I played another classic for us, Biblios. This was a game, Carlos, that you taught me pretty early on, I think, in my gaming career when I was learning games. But this is a fun 2-stage auction, well, kind of a press your luck, drawing cards to build up a hand, and then the second half you're auctioning cards that weren't taken in the initial round, and you're bidding against everybody else that's playing, and real simple scoring at the end. That's one of the things I love about this. You have 4 6-sided dice. They all start out at 2s and 3s, I think, and you can have special cards that allow you to manipulate it up a pip or down a pip, and so people are fighting each other. You know, I'm going for the blues, so I'm going to roll the blue up. Well, somebody else doesn't want me to get those blues, so they're rolling the blue down, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most points of each color left in their hand, they claim that die, and it's worth however many points as number of pips that were on that die. And so real cool, real clean, quick in-game scoring. You score this thing in like less than 5 minutes at the end of the game, and all the scoring is done at the end. So fun game. I'm going to call it a classic for us.
It'll be 20 years old next year.
20 years.
In 2007.
That's been out a long time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought 20 years. They've had a reprint. Or
I think I only had one kid at the time it came out.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That says a lot.
Yeah. And what was the new one? They did For the King and I or something?
Yes.
Or,
For the King and Me or the
King and Me, something like that. Yeah, probably King and Me, something like that. But it was a nice reskin. They changed a few of the rules that made it a little wonky. I like the classic. I like some of the stuff they did with the new one. But I'm going to throw Biblios up there. Gosh, this is tough. It's going to climb up. It's going to be a lighter game, which is strange for me to be putting up there, but I'm going to put it below the Star Wars Deck Builder again because I'm really enjoying that, but I'm going to put it above Raccoon Tycoon, which is a newer play for me that I liked quite a bit. So
Beansanddice is right. It hurts to think 2007 was almost 20 years ago.
Y'all are getting old, man.
Kyle, no Wayne tonight. He is preparing for his cruise, and I think he's got some family in town.
Yeah.
So we don't expect Wayne to join us.
Busy guy. We're all going to be busy next week. I guess we've mentioned that on last
Spring break
show,
here for all of us.
Yep.
So there will be no show next week. We'll put it out there right now. No show next week.
Let's just say that because I don't think anybody will really be here.
No, I'll be in North Carolina.
Yep.
You'll be in
New Orleans / Lafayette.
And Wayne will be on a boat somewhere.
Yep. I'll hopefully be playing lots of games out in the SOBO, Southern Board Game Festival. Throw a shout out to those guys.
They still have tickets, and I think they sell them at the door, right?
They do, I believe. Yep.
So if you're going to be near Lafayette, Louisiana next week, join Rob at the Southern Board Game Fest.
Good time. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's, I think, $50 for the 3 days. So, yeah, it's a real good deal. 2 more games I'm going to put up here on the board. Pulsar 2849. Again, Wayne really talked this up. He actually acquired a copy of it shortly after we played it. I think it was a week later. He played it for the first time. Then he mentioned to me several times during that week that he was going to be looking to acquire this one. And then at the game day where we went to Samantha's house over at Sam's house and played Pandemic Legacy, she had a copy, and she mentioned that she was probably looking to sell it, and so he picked it up that night, paid her cash, and walked away with it. So it was a real good pairing, and lucky for him to run into it at a very reasonable price. So this one, I had never heard it described. I played it once about 10 years ago, didn't love it, but that was again earlier in my gaming career. And now that I have played some heavier games, this the first time I played it, just kind of I was lost. It blew me away. Now that I played it again, and then I heard Wayne, somebody described it as Castles of Burgundy in space. I definitely feel it. It's not one for one, but it definitely has some feels of Castles of Burgundy, and it's the space setting never hurts. So Pulsar 2849. I'm going to throw that on the board. Oh my! Well, Lost Cities is killing me here because Lost Cities is one of my favorites. But that's it's going to go to the small board eventually.
It's a Rubicon line.
Yeah, so I can mess with it because it's going to go. It's a card game. It's going to go over there in a little while. So I'm going to go Pulsar. Actually, Raccoon Tycoon unfortunately keeps bumping down. I'm going to put this behind Biblios just because of my love of Biblios and my fond memories of Biblios. If I'm not throwing stuff all over the floor here, let me just grab this real quick.
All right, I'm going to organize Rob's board here, try to make some room. We'll shift it around once he's done.
There you go. Good idea. I've only got one left here. So this one I'm struggling with. I need to play this again. So one play that's not going to go up here tonight is Unmatched Adventures, The Tales to a Maze. And I really did like this game. And so with a play or two more, this is definitely going to be on my top 20 probably in the next month or so. I want to play the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just to kind of compare them. I like that theme as well. We got our butts kind of handed to us by, I think we did the space one. No. We did the, what's the other one? That's
Mothman, not the alien.
The Mothman. That's the one we did, not the alien one. And we got kind of stomped. We thought we were doing good. We started feeling good, and then he stomped us in the face. So I need to play that again just to kind of feel better about the game. But a really good game. It's going to be up there eventually. The last one I played that is going to go up, and this was early. This was actually February 1st, so it was an early game. A game that I picked up real cheap. It's The Veil of Eternity. Gosh, this one's a little tougher to explain. This is a card drafting game. It's got a snake draft each round. You put out a number of cards equal to 2 times the number of players. So in a 2-player game, there's 4 out there. 4-player game, there's 8 out there. And you're going to do a snake draft. First player picks one of the cards first. They just place a marker on it. And then the second player places their marker. In a 4-player game, you go 3-4. Then the 4th player gets to choose again. So they mark a card, and you go backwards. So the first player gets whatever one's left over at the end. There are, I believe, 5 or 6 different affinities of cards. So there's like a mystical, there's a wind, there's a mountain, there's a water, there's an earth. But you are playing these cards, drafting these cards, and when you draft them, you have 2 options. You can either discard them for money, for buy power, or you can take them into your hand. And then once you have them in your hand, at the end of every round, you can play cards out in front of you. The game can potentially go up to 10 points. 10 rounds. It's 10 rounds or the first person to 60 points. And you can only have as many cards splayed out in front of you as the round number. So in round 1, you can only have up to 1 card. In 2, you can have up to 2. You can do things that allow you to discard cards off of your thing, because some of them you play them and they're a one-time effect. So you don't need them hanging out there. You kind of want to play them, then discard them, get them out of there, get them out of the game so that you have a spot now to play other cards. There's a lot of fun puzzly dichotomy here. Do I use this card to discard it to get the money out of it and use that to buy and or play another card? Or do I hold on to it, put it in my hand? Maybe I can afford it in a couple of rounds and get it out there. And of course, the more expensive ones always have the better powers. So it's a lot of fun. And then there's some synergies, of course, as you can imagine, playing a bunch of land cards or a bunch of wind cards or spirit cards, I think they call them. So a lot of fun with this one. Actually, Carlos, I'll have to get you to play this. I don't think you've played this one yet.
No, I've not.
But it's on BGA, so I've played probably 10, 15 games of it on BGA in the last couple years, and I now own it. I picked it up at a steal of a price, so it was one of those that was too good to pass on, and it's just a deck of cards and a couple of chits, and a real good one. So Veil of Eternity is going to hit my board. I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to put it below Pulsar and above Raccoon Tycoon. So a lot of these new plays I had here in February are balling up here at the middle of my list. So, I probably don't have them lined up perfectly. But I'll run down my top, 14-ish right now? Or are they? Okay, 14, 15. Oh, they're going up 15, I think that is. I think. We'll count them up here in a second. But so from my games played in the last 2 months, January, February 2026, my number 1 right now is Shackleton Base, as Carlos's was. So that's a strong number 1 right now, as Wayne's was as well. And it
was the first game we played that year.
Yeah, first game. It went right to the top of the list. So somebody's got to knock it off here. I'm sure a game is coming this year that will do that.
SETI with Prelude.
We'll see. SETI with Prelude.
Let's see.
Might be the one. Number 2 for me, Draft and Write Records. I love Draft and Write Records. I love my drafting games, and this is a great drafting game. Number 3, Arc Nova, big game, love it on BGA. I'm going to give it a few more shots. I just bought a copy of it, so we'll give it a few shots on the tabletop, see how that goes. It may get packed up and put away forever, but we'll see. Number 4 is going to be Bunny Kingdom. 5, Ultimate Railroads, or Russian or whatever edition, the Ultimates Railroads. Star Wars deck builder game, currently sitting at 6. Biblios at 7. Pulsar 2849 at 8. 9, Veil of Eternity. 10 is Raccoon Tycoon. Just out of the top 10, number 11 currently is War Chest. 12 is Lost Cities, the card game. 13, Mlim, Space Agency. 14, Raw and Write. And 15, Probably should be further down. Just tacta. So
Just drop it to 20 right now.
yeah, might as well. But anyway, that's my top.
It's an activity.
Yes,
Tacta is an activity.
It's an activity. Yeah.
It is definitely an activity.
Game we're playing online. You found something because you're kicking my butt all of a sudden.
It's because y'all are giving me openings, man.
I just throw stuff down there. I'm not worried too much about where I put them. I should be looking more. But anyway,
Let's open up these phone lines.
do it.
813-618-7099 is the number. This is the part of the show where we take your calls to talk to you about what you've been playing lately.
Take over the show. Call us 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is. If you got an interesting topic, we'll keep you on long. But call us. You take over the show, whatever you want to talk about. You can comment on our board that we just put up here. You can talk about what you've been playing, news in the industry. We'll probably try to hit some news tonight because a few things have
I got some articles in there that I put into.
Got a few things. So
if you have articles that you'd like for us to talk about in our Discord, you can join us in the Discord under the In the News chat. That's one place to put it.
Beans and Dice.
We go in there in the Beans and Dice Discord chat and look at the news. You can always email us at beansanddice@gmail.com. Call us and leave us a voicemail is always an option too.
100%.
Throughout the week, we'll gladly play that voicemail during the next episode.
100%. We happen to have any voicemails come to us in the last week?
No.
No. Okay. I thought we might have one, but maybe we got a caller. I won't spoil it. Maybe they're waiting to call this week. So we'll hear tonight. We'll find out.
Let me open up this phone line here.
We got our call counter here somewhere. I'll have to find that. Hopefully we'll be flipping that a bunch tonight, talking about stuff.
All right. Do not disturb is off.
Oh, good.
So the phone line is on and
It's
open.
officially open. If there's any problems with the phone line, just hit us up in the chat here. We'll make sure we get it fixed. We do have the one line, so if you call and it's busy, it means we're probably talking to somebody. So just call back, and as soon as you
Leave a voicemail.
Leave
It's
a
up-
voicemail,
If you got a question and you just want us to answer it, you can always leave a voicemail there too.
Absolutely.
We're going to start with our twig, our This Week in Gaming, things we've been doing this week. This week for me has been Bohemians.
Nice.
It's currently on my table right now. You can see it on the table. Rob and I are getting my first play as a multiplayer game. So this is my first time playing it multiplayer. I did play solo, Rob, and here's what I learned on the Bohemians.
Okay.
With Bohemians, the solo comes in 2 different flavors, 4 different ways.
Okay.
First flavor is the basic game using the same rules as a multiplayer game, except there's a countdown clock. So only a certain number of turns for you to play to win 5 of the achievements of the, I can't remember what they call this card. The achievements, we'll call it that. And it
That might
plays
be
exactly the same way.
Mhm.
However, the other mode is the scenario-based mode, and it comes with 3 different scenarios. So you can play it 4 different ways. The basic game using the base rules only in 4-player or in solo mode, or you can play their scenarios, which add a lot of difficulty to it. Seeing as I got stomped using the base mode, I see no reason why I'm going to even try to play using the scenario cards at this point.
Okay, so you haven't tried out any of these beauties. They got some nice artwork on them. It was kind of cool. I saw these, and every time I unpack it, I look at these. I'm like, oh, hold on. Oh, these are cool. Oh, but it's solo. It says at the top.
And the story.
1 player. But I haven't read any of the story or anything yet. Oh, yeah, they all have a nice little paragraph. Cool.
We got Too Farley asking, I don't think I've seen you comment before, Rob.
Yeah, I don't think either.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Anyone here play Star Trek Captain's Chair?
Oh.
That's my current obsession.
I just mentioned that off the air last week when our show ended last week, and Wayne and I and you were all here together. I was like, one of the games I've got to try. I probably am going to look to buy is Captain's Chair, but we have not. We played, what was the name of the series?
The Imperial series.
Imperium.
Imperium.
Yes.
Both the classics and the legends. And I walked away feeling like, man, that is a solidly great game system and theming of a deck building game that I will never, ever, ever play again.
It was complex. There was a lot going on.
I played it solo and multiplayer.
Oh, did you? So I just played the one multiplayer with you.
Yeah, imagine how complex it was multiplayer. Throw in a solo flowchart from Thanks to Turksky
Turksy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, trying to Turksky. But any Turksy. But yeah, trying to remember. I imagine all those rules on your own and not miss something. Between the two of us, we were. Oh no, got to do that. Oh, and
that was the nice part. We had each other.
Yes,
but solo, it was just me and a flowchart.
Yeah,
it was rough.
Yeah, I would imagine that was kind of my struggle a little bit with Final Girl. You said you haven't had that much trouble with keeping track of things in Final Girl, but I kept finding, I forgot to do that. I forgot to flip that card, or did I use that twice? Oh crap, I can't remember. And so trying to by myself check myself has always been tough. But
because you just wrecked yourself.
I wrecked myself
because it was bad for your health.
Chickadee check it.
Got to Farley says, I'm a regular watcher, first time commenter.
Hey,
wonderful. Welcome to the comments. The next step in your depravity as you continue to watch this show
in your journey
is to actually call in.
That's all right. We got you in the chat though. That's the first step.
We'll take that. But soon we'll make you a first time caller. That'll be awesome.
Need a bell or something for that. I'm sure you got a button over there for that, right? First time.
We'll sing.
Yeah. All right. Sing.
We'll figure something out.
No. All right. That's the wrong one.
So that was Rob with Captain's Chair.
Yeah. I want to play it. I've heard a lot of good things. I know Dice Tower folks loved it. It's on my list, and that's one of the few games I'm considering buying before I actually play it.
Well, you're a big Trekkie, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a Star Trek fan. Yep, Trekker.
Trekker?
Trekker.
Is Trekkie like a derogatory term?
A little bit.
Those are the guys that I saw at the con?
Yeah, those are a certain type of flavor of people. So.
Do you remember that Pontiac Venture? I don't know if you remember that minivan. It looked like
yours.
a shuttle.
Yeah, I thought you
meant
no,
not mine.
Show somewhere. Oh, did you have one?
I went to a con.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's a long story.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Let's get into
Sorry.
it. Get sidetracked.
I used to work at Kinko's, and I would run the copies and stuff, and we had a club at USF, University of South Florida, so I managed to shop down there. There was a group of Trekkies, I would call them, because they would do the cons, the conventions, like in full regalia, full Star Trek regalia, and they would be in there each week, like laminating all kinds of stuff. But they had like I think it was like a Pontiac Venture. I can't remember the exact sport track. It was a Pontiac minivan from the 90s, but it had the shape of a Star Trek shuttle.
Okay.
You know, that pointy nose?
Oh, yeah.
And when they parked it, like when they were done and they parked it, they would drop like these pontoons on the side.
Okay.
So it looked like a shuttle.
A shuttle from the show.
It was white and it had like a red stripe.
That's funny. What does that remind me of? Is that the DS9 that used a bunch of shuttles? I think it was. There was always shuttles in DS9, but yep.
Yeah, because they had to go back and forth from the planet.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's what we would call a Trekkie? The guy that shows up fully dressed up?
Pretty much. Yeah, there was a time that they shed the Trekkie name, and it was like, all right, we're rebranding as Trekker, but then the Trekkies the hardcore Trekkies got upset about it, so now they use both. So you could be a Trekkie or a Trekker. They're really the same.
There was a civil war?
Yeah, it was a civil war. They broke into phasers and...
Comment in the chat, are you is it Trekkie or Trekker?
Yeah.
What do you think the right nomenclature is for this?
There you go, if you care. You might not care.
We all do.
Yeah,
we all care.
Push up the glasses.
Rob, Bohemians, you got to play some Bohemians too.
Yes.
We're holding off on giving our opinions on this one. This was a copy provided to us by Portal Games through Ignacy Trevicek.
Yep.
We've already done an unboxing. We want to do a full review.
Yes,
We're going to get some more plays in to really give it our full thoughts for you. We're going to give you the full beans.
Yep, Carlos has done a little of the solo. This is his first multiplayer. As he said, I played only multiplayer. This is going to be my third full game of it. So we are just a turn or two away from finishing. Couldn't quite squeeze it all in before the show tonight. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm currently an insomniac with syphilis while drinking absinthe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I won't go through all mine. I got like 6 of them in here.
My life is great right now.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's pretty bad.
That's what you get for not working.
It's 100% Trekker.
There you go.
Says Mr. Jeeves from Chi-Town.
There you go. I appreciate that. I like Trekker. Mm-hmm.
And I will finish on Bohemians by saying I was able to reject my hypersexuality.
Oh, good. So quit giving me syphilis.
What do they call that? Hardship?
Hardships.
Yeah.
Yes, hardship cards.
You've been dealing out syphilis to everybody.
Well, I did. You gave it to me first, and then I've been giving it to everybody else. So,
if that says anything about Bohemians, that's the kind of theme that the world that you'll be in.
It's a little adult, yeah, but
it's a little sad.
It's very sad. Yeah, a little depressing.
All right, Flip 7 has been on my twig for this week.
There you go.
My This Week in Gaming, our twig.
The new one?
No. I bought, it's on the haul.
Oh, okay.
We'll go through the haul for that.
Gotcha.
But I played Flip 7 using a bot rule set off of BGG. So Board Game Geek, somebody posted a bot rule set for Flip 7 where what you do, Rob, is one bot is an aggressive bot and one bot is a safe bot. So you can play solo in what feels like a 3-player game, or you can play 2 players and still feel like a 4-player game.
Playing against a Brian Zeno and then I don't know who's the safe. Me, maybe. I'm usually pretty safe.
All I know is I can't beat the bot.
Okay.
So that's how good the bot is.
The bots. Yeah, I guess, are they considered one bot?
No, they are two bots.
Okay, yeah. So they're multi personality.
So it's like 1 versus 2, but trying to find that balance between being aggressive and being safe.
Yeah.
It's hard for me.
I want to try that sometime. Actually, you need to teach it to me. Can you? I assume you could play that like in a 4-player game where the 2 of us could play against 2 bots.
I think in a 4-player game, you just play a 4-player and have fun. In a 2-player game, you do the bots.
That's what I guess I misspoke. So 2 live players, you could still play 2 bots. Okay.
And that's how it feels more fun. You get a quick game of Flip 7 in,
right,
and it feels like you're playing against the computer and people.
Yeah, maybe we should try that. Maybe tonight after the show or something. Yeah, we can do it real quick. Cool.
Kyle G or Mr. G's in the chat. I'd love to play Star Trek Captain's Chair.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I just keep hearing good things about it. And like I say, we played the Imperium series, so I know what I'm in for. But that theme is going to bring it home for me. So yeah, I'm. That's high on my list of must plays and or acquires. But anyway.
So that's my twig for games played. I know that we're still in some BGA games online. We're in some Tacta.
Yes.
We've got some TI4 going.
TI4
and we're still in our game of what's the trick taker?
The one we're in. Oh, Deep Sea.
Deep Sea version of
Lost
Captains. No, The Crew.
The Crew. I was going to say Lost Cities. Yeah, no, The Crew.
Those are my plays this week. Rob, what about you? Anything played this week?
I have not had an official play of anything this week. I taught my 2 older kids. I borrowed, after the show last week, I borrowed Carlos's copy of Castles of Burgundy, and I had my daughter home from UF this last weekend for 2.5 days, and my son is back from the cruise ship temporarily, taking a little break. So everybody was home, so we've been kind of running around doing those things that you do when all the kids are back home. But I did teach.
Speaking of the daughter, she's in the chat.
Oh, is she?
She says, "Oh my God, it's the Crew, Dad. It's the Crew. How can you forget the name?"
Crew. Yeah, I'm in 2 games. I'm in one with you and her and my son, and then I'm in another game with some other people from our group, from our Beansanddice Discord. But anyway, yes, I got a chance to teach the kids. Hi, Emmy. The Castles of Burgundy. We did not get a chance to really play it. We kind of played a sample round, but I got this. I think I did a pretty good teach. The rules down. I took my time as I do teaching, so I did a good 30-minute teach. Kind of went over all the little. Well, I didn't go over all the chits. I didn't go over all the buildings, or I'm sorry, all the yellows. I forget what they call those. Those like actions. The yellow chits. I'm sure they have a name.
Monastery cards, I think, because they're like monks.
Are they
monasteries?
Well, all the ones that break the rules?
Yes.
No, the yellow. Okay, I don't know.
Because there's like the estates, and then I think they're monasteries. I don't know why.
There's buildings, and then there's whatever they are. But so we went through the full teach. We started a game on BGA, just the basic game. So I think they're going to enjoy it. I hyped it up quite a bit. I told them you're gonna know why this is like Wayne's #1 game. It's in Carlos's like top 10. It's in my top 20 probably of all time. So it's definitely a classic. So I'm looking forward to playing through that with them, getting them through that, and then really breaking out into some of those optional boards where they can choose their starting board, and we can take it to that next step. So got a chance to teach that. On BGA, I'm playing way too many games for me, at least. I know Wayne would laugh, but I think I'm in 49 games right now. I was up to like 54, 55 or something. So I'm playing a bunch of things, not very many repeats, to be honest. There's, I'd say, probably 45 unique games right now. So it's a long list to go through, but that's been most of my plays, is spending a little family time. I'm got the Sobo coming up next week, next Friday, Saturday. So I will hopefully come home with lots of new games to talk about, new games, plays of old games, hanging out with BJ. I'm playing, they're having an Unmatched tournament there. I've played almost no Unmatched in the last year, and I'm going to go and just jump into that, get my feet wet, have fun. And then I'm going to play...
It's all about the draft. Yeah. It's all about what character you pick.
Yeah. They said you can bring your own. So if I can get good at a character...
Got a Bruce Lee over there.
Yeah. So if I get good at a character, maybe I bring my own.
Deadpool.
But they said they will have some to choose from if you don't come prepared. So either way, I'm just going to have fun with it. But I'm coming for you, BJ. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, I'm coming for you. And I'm playing in something else with Mitchell. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Actually, I wrote down my plays. I got to look.
What you plan to play?
What I plan to play, I've signed up for a couple. So they do have some signups now ahead of time.
He still does this. He keeps a Post-it note in his wallet.
Yeah, my kids laugh, but it's right here.
He's been doing this for like a decade now.
I needed it. It was right here. So it's there when you need it. So I'm playing the Unmatched tournament on Friday, 7 to 9:30 p.m. Saturday from 10 to 11:30 a.m. I'm playing the Clockwork Revolution. That's actually a brand new game. It's in their GoPub area where new publishers are testing out games. And then, I'm playing, this is with, I think, Jeremy. I signed up for a game of Puerto Rico, the all-in deluxe edition that he bought. And so I'm going to play that, the new version of Puerto Rico.
I just figured out my issue with the shipping.
Oh, did you?
Apparently, I never paid for shipping.
Oh, well, that's why they haven't sent it to you yet.
That was the thing. I looked in my junk box, and there was an email in there about, hey, you haven't finished your pledge.
Invoice you later. Yep.
Yes. It was like $22 later that I had to go pay extra to finally get the shipping to go.
Nice.
And it was sitting in my junk box the whole time. Oh, man, I was so upset.
Yep, I've heard you have to check that when you do those things. I don't do those things still.
Puerto Rico's on the list for you to play?
Puerto Rico, that was the third one that I signed up for, so I'm going to play that. And then there was something Mitchell and I were talking about playing. It's not on my official list yet, but I need to go back on. I know they're adding new games. People are putting stuff on there all the time, and I haven't looked at it in about a week, so I need to go back on there and see what's on there. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything. The con goes through Sunday. I don't think I'm going to be able to play Sunday, though. We're going to have to leave pretty early. It's going to be about a 12-hour or about 11-hour drive back to Tampa from Lafayette. So I think we're going to get up early Sunday, drive all day, and then be back so I can be at work on Monday. So, yay.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're doing the same thing, but from North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's about an 11-hour drive as well.
Yeah. Yeah, North, that's
we're going to make it a 2-day drive there.
Okay.
Start early this weekend, and then make it a 1-day drive back.
Gotcha. Well, good luck to you.
We like to road trip.
Yeah.
We're a road trip family.
You don't mind that. My family does too, because they drive up to Virginia every year. But
you never go.
No, I sit out because I don't like that. 12 hours in the car, 13 hours in the car. That's for the birds. Forget it. So anyway,
do you like the cooperative Unmatched, or do you prefer the original? All right, I've played, I think, more cooperative than you have.
Yes, and you've played more original than I have. You've played more both, for sure.
I've played it solo and cooperative. I find that the cooperative at full player count can bog down a lot. So I've enjoyed it at 2 and less at 4 on the cooperative. But my favorite version of Unmatched still is the competitive version. And I think
skirmish,
yeah, the 2-player boards
head-to-head,
are just, you can just bang out so many quick matches. I enjoy that best. Rob?
Again, yeah, I've only played one time the what they call it, the Adventure Series, which is the cooperative version. I've got one full game of it. I played one kind of partial demo game of that, and then I've played probably the head-to-head. Well, we had that tournament at your turn, and so I played a couple rounds there. I played a handful of times before that. I haven't played nearly. You've got a whole stack of them over there. I played maybe half of your characters, if not, probably not even that much. So I would say less than 10 games for sure on the skirmish, but I think, gosh, I don't know. I'm a cooperative guy. I do like my cooperative. I'm on the fence. I like them both. If you had to pin me down, I would probably say competitive, just because I played more of the competitive. But if I play a little bit more of the cooperative, and everybody who watches the show knows I like my cooperatives to knock me around a little bit, and that's what I'm hearing from you.
That's why I don't like this one.
Yeah, I like about an 80-20 win to loss, losing maybe 75-25.
My record is 0 to 100.
Okay, so that bad.
The game.
Yeah. Okay.
I have yet to win a single cooperative match in either Tales to Amazed or in the TMNT.
Okay.
Not once have I won cooperatively or solo. That is correct. That is an LOL. Yes, phone lines are open.
Yeah.
I did test the phone.
Okay, it is working?
I did test the phone.
I can call it, make sure.
I called it, and
Okay.
it rang.
It rang. Okay.
So I'm going to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Yeah. It again,
Wait, I missed 2 calls. Look at that.
you missed 2 calls?
Yeah. How did I miss that, Rob?
Different numbers, the same number.
Oh, I didn't turn the volume on our headphones up, so we didn't hear it
Didn't
go.
hear it ring. Oh.
All right.
people.
If you called, call again.
The same number twice?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody tried to call.
Give it another buzz.
Whoever that
I'm going to
was,
hold it
he's
in
gonna
my
hold his
hand.
You should turn it to vibrate or something so it bounces around the table or something. I don't know.
What if I push this button? Let's see if that does something.
Make it audible.
Yeah, we'll see if that works.
Okay.
All right. Took off silent.
We'll try not to miss this next one. Apologize for whoever that was calling. But if you don't call, we'll just keep doing this. We'll just ramble about crap. So
This Week in Gaming.
Yeah.
We'll keep that going until you call in.
Yeah.
This Week in Gaming also includes purchases.
Oh, that's right. Acquisitions.
There was a flea market this past weekend.
Yes, there was.
At the Tampa Gaming Guild.
Yep.
And they did their flea market Sunday. So we ran over there after church.
There we go.
All right, now we got some audible.
I can hear that. Yeah.
Beansanddice podcast. State your name. Where you calling from?
This is Mr. G's.
Hey,
this is Kyle from Chicago.
My man, how are you?
I'm good, fellas. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I was hoping we would get you on tonight.
Well, I was heated up, ready to go, and you told me to do a voicemail, and I'm telling you what, I was just like, I'd rather just talk to the guys. It's a better interaction.
We'd prefer that ourselves. Absolutely.
That's why we do it the way we do.
And something you guys said actually triggered me to like, well, I'm going to bring up my topic.
Okay.
So you brought up Puerto Rico.
Oh, yes.
From Awakened Realms, right? The special edition. That's
Absolutely.
What you got?
Yep.
Yes.
So my topic is, with the announcement of Concordia, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the BGG forums for it have blown up with the controversy over AI art.
I hadn't seen it.
And I find it fascinating. I've subscribed to every forum that started the topic. They started like basically like closing, like shutting some of them down and moving some of them and stuff like that, probably due to like just like how the conversation started going and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on AI art and board games, because I think it is a fascinating topic. And I'm not like a doomsday AI is here to destroy us all type of person. But I think when it comes to art, it is a very like touchy subject, right? Because I'm for AI, but I struggle with the idea of AI replacing artists. And
Right.
I have a hard time with it. And I can see the point a lot of these people are making with it.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' thoughts?
Well, I know we've discussed this with you before. It's been a while. I think we discussed it, probably 6, 8, 10 months ago. We touched on it a little bit. We didn't get too far. So it's definitely evolved since then.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know, Carlos, do you want to start?
Well, it's great because we had Patrick from Advanced Free Spaces on, and,
Yes.
and part of what he does for a living has to do with AI. So we had a great episode where we talked about AI. Since that episode, I've now taken a class at University of South Florida about AI on their recommendation to better understand it.
Okay. Patrick was last week, right?
Well, he was on before that.
He was on live last week.
A couple of months
I
ago.
wonder if I missed that episode.
Yeah, he's an AI guy, so we went through all kinds of AI conversations. He was designing a game, so he showed some AI art that he used to do his mock-up, but he did end up hiring an artist to actually do the real work. So we got to talk about those topics.
That's really interesting because I'm totally all for that. Like if it's going to cost too much money. If you're doing like a prototype or something, use AI to put in placeholders and stuff like that. Because I think Jamie Stegmaier even said like that. I mean, if you're doing a prototype, I think it was him that he said if you're doing a prototype, you can't pay an artist because it's going to keep changing.
Right.
Yeah, so you'd have to basically hit up that artist again. Hey, now I need you to do some more art. It's just not viable. Whereas AI art, it can give you some sort of idea of how to look.
Right.
And I'm all for AI and play testing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think.
But what I fear. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
I was just real quick. I was just going to throw it. I think that historically, probably those early iterations were done by non-art people. They were done by publishers or done by designers, and they just drew stick figures for the most part, or a little bit of whatever they had the ability to do. So I agree with you. I think in those early stages, that's probably a great place to use either just stuff you've taken off of online, or AI, just something that's not going to be published, something that's not going to be out in the world that you're going to have to stake a claim to or defend later, but just behind closed doors or when you're playtesting with a small group of people, that's the time probably that you don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on art, and you can just pull some stuff, through AI or something offline.
Exactly. And I've got a buddy who's in theater. He's like a technical director. He does so much work for a theater in Lawrence, Kansas. And he had to do up, I was just talking about it with him recently, he had to do up a statement that basically said, to their patrons and stuff like, hey, we are going to use AI tools, but in no way, shape, or form is AI going to interrupt the creative process. So everything you see on stage is created by a human, but they might be using AI tools to help with tedious tasks or just little things that, that just slow you down and everything. But any sort of creative decision is going to be made by a human, not by AI. And I thought that was a really interesting, inspiring, message. And I don't know if Stonemaier Games has had any sort of AI statements or anything like that.
I don't recall.
I don't recall anything
one.
officially published
Yeah.
on Stonemaier. Like Stegmaier does his blog,
Yeah.
right, which is cool.
Yeah.
I love watching his vlogs. And I don't recall that being like a position set by Stonemaier Games yet.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure they don't want to nail themselves down, especially with it being evolving.
Yeah.
Like maybe early on, it may not be something you want to attach yourself to, but as we find out more about how artists are being paid to provide art for the system to learn from, right? Like that kind of a system, I think I like. You pay a subscription fee so that artists can provide their art, so the system can learn from their art and then provide AI art.
Yeah, absolutely.
But one of the big news things that I brought up, I think it was last week, Kyle, is the court came down with a ruling that you cannot copyright AI art. And I thought that was interesting.
Yes, I agree.
We know that you can't copyright game rules. And if you're using AI art for your game, I could just copy your whole game. Art, everything.
Yeah.
The only thing I can't copy, the only thing that you can't copyright is words. So the words you put on the cards or the story that you create in the game, that can't be copied word for word, but your artwork can now. So that's a risk.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, this whole situation is going to be evolving.
But you know what sucks, man, is for
early in
you.
the stages of
I
it.
think about you so often.
Yeah.
Because my buddy and I have been sending each other like AI slop. With there's not much other ways to say this. It's this AI slop with this meme tag on it, which is "This is why RAM costs $850."
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
Like RAM is so expensive so that I can watch an AI of Batman and the Flash eating hot dogs at a Kmart. Right? Like this is what RAM is being used for right now. Memory.
Oh boy.
But when I see those things, what I think about, Kyle, is I think about your photography.
Yeah.
Because when I first got to see the work that you put into your photography, I was like baffled as to how you did this stuff. You know, watching the obsession photos that you posted up on the BGG contest, right? How you got the meeples and those real photos together. But now it's like I'm seeing tons of that every day. Like just slop thrown at me.
Yeah, and it's a shame. Well, I mean, because like what I'm doing is pretty much dated because it can be done so easily using AI and stuff. Because what I'm doing is I'm using like Photoshop, but I'm like going in and I'm masking out things myself and transferring stuff and blending things together and trying to do all the work myself. And I don't know if that's foolish these days because there's, things that, can make that process easier. But I don't know. I guess that's art, though, is like, just trying to do things and seeing what you come up with,
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting as long as it's distinguishable, it's then I think it's easier to have an opinion on it. As long as you can tell that, that person has a fourth thumb or whatever. So that clearly is AI. But then somebody else did this piece of art. You can say, well, all right, AI can't do that. There's some sophistication to what they did that makes it. Well, I know an actual person did that, but obviously the line gets blurrier and blurrier every day. They keep making this AI better and better and better. They keep perfecting things, and so when that line goes away and you can't really tell what's what, that's where it's gonna, I think, really get interesting. Is now,
and it is getting better.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I mean, they're starting to make improvements. Like the slop isn't. I mean, some of it is distinguishable, but sometimes you're like, wow, it would be hard to tell if I didn't look super closely,
Yep.
And so, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, we were talking about slop, right? The use of the word slop. The slop word used to be the composition of it, right? Like how it was created, like what the final product was, like the hands, the arms, the eyes, like it looks dead. Right now, to me, the slop means just like the content. Like, this is so stupid. Like, why am I watching this? You know?
It's like
it's
an
brain rot
absurdity to the content. Yeah.
Joseph McCrae, I think I said that right, in the chat. I think he was born 1896 based on his tag name there. Not a fan of AI art, just my 2 cents.
Yeah. And the only thing I was going to mention is I'll just get this thought out of my head because I tend to forget stuff. I'm getting old. 1896 is probably not too far off for me. But anyway, so you mentioned your friend, putting that statement out there and about, where they're using it and all that. Unfortunately, I don't know. I say unfortunately, I could get crucified for that. But there's going to be a certain number of people out there, it seems like right now, especially, that as soon as they hear AI at all, they take up a very aggressive, I don't know, whatever
opposition.
Yeah, they want to just go after it and attack it. So even if you are trying to do that, there seems to still be, and I guess that's always that way online and whatever. There's people that are going to do what they do, but just by even putting a proactive statement out there, some people, as soon as they see AI, they're going to attack it, and so. I think you got to be a little careful with that as well. It's hard to ignore it because then you got those people out there that are, well, why aren't you taking a position? Why aren't you telling us what's AI and what's not AI? So it's one of those things you just can't win. I'm sure whichever side you take, there's going to be people against it. So.
Well, and that's why, like, I like just having a conversation. That's why I said I'm not a doomsday guy going, like, I can't believe this is happening, whatever. I'm like, AI is here.
Yep.
It's here. It's going to continuously evolve and be a part of technology and stuff. I just find it a fascinating discussion. I think the discussion is worth having. So that, because I think the problem I have is not with AI itself. It's the people that abuse it for their own personal gain that hurts others.
Sure.
And I can see where, because I've seen a lot of comments in the Awakened Realms, the forums about Concordia and stuff. I saw somebody say, well, you know what, if AI art, saves the customer $1, I'm like, the customer? No, it's gonna save them money. They're not gonna change the price of the game because they save the price on an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's like the whole discussion we had about the tariffs is that, now some of these companies can go back and apply for money back from the tariffs, but it's not like they're going to give you that money back. They're going to just call everybody who bought the game.
And the prices went up and they're not going down.
Right. It's never going to go back. So.
Exactly. So that's like kind of an absurd argument. And like,
what's the word for the economy? Up like a rocket, down like a feather. Right, so like the prices will shoot up like a rocket, but they're gonna slowly come down like a feather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this Awakened Realms thing, I found a BGG post about it. What am I missing? Is there something specific to Concordia with this?
There's a knee-jerk reaction that people are claiming that the cover art that they've revealed, which they haven't revealed like anything for the game, so I don't know why people are freaking out.
Yeah,
they're thinking that it's AI generated.
And has Awakened Realms made a statement about said art?
They've kept pretty quiet. There has been an employee that went into the comments for the Game Found and on BGG forums, but they haven't negated anything. They just basically said, I don't know where all this uproar came from. This is crazy. Not that people are crazy, but they're just kind of blown away. Like,
that's the same thing I say when my wife shows me the bank statement and all the board game purchases. I don't negate anything. I don't know where all this uproar came from.
That's crazy. What happened there?
Yeah. Holy cow! I don't
That's
remember
crazy. Admit to nothing.
But apparently, supposedly they've been using AI art in Puerto Rico, or maybe I think it was a little bit in Puerto Rico and in Agricola. Supposedly they've been using it.
Oh man, Efka from No Pun Included is up in the chat here. Oh wow! Slam dunk of a post. Thank you. I'm gonna have to read that
Read
post.
that one, yeah.
That he is approving, endorsing.
It's gotten heated for both sides. Like people get really aggressive about it, but I can see both sides. But I also kind of side with being kind of anti AI art. And I'm really nervous about what's going to happen. I'm going to wait and see what the Concordia, when it finally launches, because I adore that game. I love that game.
Great game.
So I am so excited for this campaign, but I got to figure out where I stand with it. If I'm going to put my money down, and be okay with it, or maybe they'll make a statement. Maybe they'll say the same thing where they use AI tools, but it's, they do have artists, actually working on artwork. I'd be okay with that,
Mm-hmm.
That's when it's tough. Is when
their website,
when the money meets the road. How are you going to stand on it? I don't know. I don't have the qualms. I'm not an artist though, and art has never been very important to me. I just want my games to look pretty.
Sure, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go screaming how dare all of you back this. I'm just going to say, if this isn't for me, this isn't for me. And that's it. I'm not going to berate anybody who, feels differently about it. If they're going to invest in it, if it's all AI art and they're that's fine by me. Okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm just not going to go as far as
a customer.
I'm not going to go as far as Too Farley in the comments, right? Where he's already embraced our robot overlords and is worshiping a toaster. Mm-hmm. He says, or Too Farley, I don't know who it is. They say it's funny because I'm a coder and we seem to embrace letting AI take over our entire life. Oh yeah. So he's already bowed down to the toaster gods.
Wow.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at. I mean, Nick and Joe, who I play Frosthaven with, I played Gloomhaven with, we've spent many, many hours huddled around the table, and they're both IT guys. And they keep telling me, I mean, they have these side conversations all the time that are way over my head, but talking about, man, AI is coming hard, it's coming fast, get out of the way because people don't realize the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, and there's some major changes to the way we live coming up here in the next 5 years. So
the key is going to be find, and this is getting deep, Kyle, which I love why you called. This is why we have these talks. You've got to find a career that's based in people. Yeah. Right. That's the one thing it's not going to be able to do. Here's the cool part, Rob. I do insurance. Rob and I do insurance.
We do insurance, yeah.
Mine's more homeowners based. I dabbled in auto and left that world. Yeah. You can have that, Rob.
I'll take the auto.
But check it out. We called a company, one of these water mitigation companies, these national brands, right? Here's we handle claims all over the country. Yeah. We noticed that their AI answering machine is now having an accent based on the region the company is that local provider's at. We called it Georgia branch, and it had a little hillbilly twang.
Accent to it. A southern accent.
Okay, that blows me away.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So the AI bot is trying to fit into the region where the company's at.
That's scary.
Yes.
You won't be able to tell.
Scary, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's
kind of neat that it can do that, but
yeah, that's what Joe keeps telling me. He's like, it's coming. He's like, whether you like it or not, you need to find a way to live with it because it's coming. So,
wow.
So, are you doing Concordia? Are you gonna do it? You gonna do it?
Me? You remember when Castles of Burgundy came around? You know what that cost me?
A child and I think a dog on top of that.
Was it
a child and a dog?
A child and a dog. Okay, all right.
It wasn't one or the other. It was both. It was a child riding a dog.
Yeah, and this wasn't getting rid of a child. This was getting a child, just for people who haven't seen the history of the show. But yes.
Wifey was all over the Castles of Burgundy one. Mm-hmm. I think I wasn't gonna do it, and she actually convinced me to do it because I've never really done these big purchases like that.
Well, she's a fan of Concordia, so
that
should be another easy sell, right? Yeah.
All I did was I'm gonna print out an article of it and just set it on the nightstand.
Slip it under the pillow.
Like when you were a kid, you'd open the catalog during Christmas
how did that get there?
And leave it on the table for your parents to kind of see the Hot Wheels you wanted. I got to find a way to do that with this Concordia game.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, it's like, oh, you see this? You're like, I didn't notice that. Oh,
Where did that come
are
from?
you back it? I don't know. Maybe you should back that.
What do you think?
Know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if you think so.
Yeah, only if you want
if
to.
you think so. But I'm upset because I've got so much Concordia. So unlike Burgundy, I didn't have any of the expansions. I had it was ugly. I guess that's the difference.
Yeah.
Burgundy was ugly.
Yeah.
Concordia is
really
serviceable.
ugly.
Yeah.
It's very serviceable.
Not as bad as Burgundy. So Burgundy was like
The
a
box size
no-brainer.
is a little weird.
Yeah, serviceable's, yeah, say serviceable's a loose term there, I guess, because it's not. I mean, it's still a lot of muted colors, and I mean, I guess it's got some wooden bits.
Yeah.
And,
Fran Drescher on the cover.
Yeah,
You
so,
know
I
that's
don't
not
know.
AI
Well,
work.
No, that's got to go. Yeah.
Treasure, yeah.
Anyway.
I hate the Concordia cover. I think it's terrible.
But yeah, this is going to have everything.
Sorry.
Carlos is going to have all your expansions. It's going to have some new stuff. It's going to have a new gameplay method
Yeah.
mode. So
You want to buy a copy of Concordia? Rob's already got my old copy of Burgundy.
Borrowing. I haven't bought it. I'm just borrowing. So anyway,
Kyle, man, you make this fun. How are you? What have you been gaming wise now? I know it's been busy up there. Any update on gaming for you?
A lot of light stuff, a lot of stuff with the kids.
okay.
And
I thought I saw Concordia
Oh,
on the
gosh.
table,
did I get Concordia on the
or was it
I've been-
Viticulture? It was a hot game that you had posted. I'll find it.
I did Hot Streak.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a hot game. Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Ooh. I just found out they're going to have a side note life-size version of Hot Streak in Sobo. They said they've got
Oh,
four
that's
people.
incredible.
4 people are dressed up, and they're going to have a room that's just going to have the board. The whole floor is going to be the board. They're going to have people knocking each other down and going the wrong way, and that should be fun. I can't wait.
I think it was Hot Streak. That's the game that I saw that
That
you
might be
played.
it.
That I was like,
And-
ooh,
and
that's
I
a good
did,
one.
I did Comic Hunters.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
I brought it up in the Discord chat. I had a rule wrong, which was triggering for me. I hate getting rules wrong.
It's the same one. Everybody gets wrong. I think at some
Seems
point.
to be a trend. Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
I just bought my
But
copy.
then afterwards, I saw that. Yes.
What's the rule so that I know? Because my son is excited. My oldest son, he's the Marvel kid in my house. I handed it to him. It's still in his room. He was just looking the box over, and he wanted to go through all the cards. What's the rule that's wrong so when I teach him, I don't mess it up?
So you know the tracks that if you is like there's like first appearance, there's verses, there's I'm trying to remember all the
Those
there's
symbols.
like
Yeah.
new costume or something like that. The little symbols, you move up the track.
Yes.
Well, when you score those tracks at the end of the each round or whatever, for some reason I was assuming that you just move up however many of those symbols that you have. So if you let's just say you have 6 verses, you just go up 6 spots.
Yep.
But then it's like you don't go real high, and I'm like, why would you have a 20 side on the token?
Mm-hmm.
And then people were talking about, you base it off of the value of the card. So if the verses, the card you have that has the versus symbol is like a H3, the 3 H3 card.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The 3 value card. You move it up 3 spots, not just 1.
So it's a
So
multiplier.
it's based on it's a multiplier.
Multiplier,
in a
yep.
sense, Yeah.
Yep. We did the same
Yeah,
thing.
we did that wrong.
First time we played, we were like, hold on, why do these things go to 20? And so we went online and did a little research. I was like, oh, yeah, we've been moving those entirely wrong. Actually, I think it was the first couple of games we played, and then we finally figured it out. I was like,
I remember when Wayne got it from Brazil and we played it here.
probably.
Yeah, we did that wrong.
Yeah, first 2 plays I think we did here, and then I think our first play at Dice Tower, we did it wrong,
Thank you.
and then we figured it out. Yep.
I will
And
fix
it
that.
kind of excites me because that changes the strategy for going for those.
Oh, it
'Cause
does.
You could go. You're like, ooh, I can bump up a lot more because that stage 2 or stage 3. I forgot what they call them. Age 3, age 2, whatever.
Yeah.
You can move up a lot more, and I'm like, holy cow, that changes the push and pull of that race to be the highest on that track.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it got me more excited for the game. So I'm like, oh, that adds a little bit more depth to those decisions.
Is it like runs or something? First run, first second, or printings or something like that. Yeah. Whatever it is.
Yeah, there's like 6 of those tokens or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I think you can play the 4 that are printed on the board, or you can randomize, pull them out of the thing, and change them up from game to game. Something like that. It's been a little while since I played,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Thank you for that. That's edification for the Beans and Dice family.
Yeah.
Because it is a hot game that we all love.
That was a fun game, yeah. I haven't played it in a while. I need to get it back to it. I think it's been at least one Dice Tower ago since I played it.
This PSA brought to you by Mr. Jeeves.
The more you know.
Thank you, sir, for making it a call-in show. It's lovely to hear your voice.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
Don't be a stranger.
Yep, sir.
Of course.
Do it again.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you soon, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
That was Kyle Jeeves, also known as Mr. Jeeves,
Mr. Jeeves.
out of Chi-Town.
Phone line is open again.
It's been a while since we have an opportunity to talk to him, so thank you for calling in.
He must be busy.
Phone line is open, 813-618-7099. We were in the midst of our twig.
I remember. Oh, yeah, Twig. Yeah. You had a bunch of stuff you wanted to look at.
Yeah, we were getting into the haul part of our twig.
Yes.
Kyle did talk about Comic Hunters. That is one of the games that did come in for me. So I was able to get my Comic Hunters copy in. Rob,
I don't see it out here.
I was at the flea market.
Yes.
And somebody had a copy of it for $20.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I got to check to see if I can find it. What the price is? What is it valued at right now? And I went and looked on Amazon. That's a fast way to look, and it was $12 on Amazon, brand new, with free shipping.
Yeah. So you did that.
I did that.
So it's on its way.
It was on its way before I left the flea market,
okay.
and it's already here.
Already here.
It's in my boys' room.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't see it out here on the table.
Yeah, my son wanted to look through the cards to see all the different art.
Cool. Covers.
At the flea market. Let me see here. Let me get this camera set up here. Rob, tell them at the flea market what you got.
I can hand you stuff. Yeah, my one acquisition, I was planning to go and do some shopping, but unfortunately, again, I mentioned my daughter was in town, so we had some other things pop up that we decided to do. And the only acquisition, I had made this, actually purchased it from Ashley before the market, because she had posted up in our Discord a list of the games that she was planning to sell, kind of gave us first dibs on it there in the Discord, is a copy of Mansions of Madness. So this is a game that I have said that I probably should have owned before now. This is what, second edition, if I remember correctly? Yeah, second edition, which is the latest edition. I say latest, it is a little old. It's been out there for a while. I kind of was waiting to see if they were going to announce a third edition, because I think I predicted that about 2 years ago. That I just hadn't heard anything, but I just assumed a third edition would be coming with the popularity of the game. But it just hasn't happened, and so I'm like, you know what? I need to go ahead and jump in and buy a copy of Mansions of Madness just to have at the house. I know my daughter really likes it. My son, I think, was iffy. My oldest son was iffy on it. I know you own the base game with some of the expansions. Wayne has said several times he owns...
But I've mutilated my copy. I removed all the bases and put all the monsters on clear acrylic bases.
Which is probably good, right?
Because the bases are obnoxiously large.
Yeah.
They're meant to hold stat cards.
Yeah.
To help with the game itself, but I found that to be blocking all the artwork on the board.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't think I'll ever sell my copy, because I'm sure people won't be happy with what I did to those minis.
What you did to those things, mutilated. But yeah, so I figure I'll play the base game. I'll get the older two kids back into it again, and then if we are enjoying ourselves, I can borrow some expansions from you or from Wayne, or gosh, maybe even go buy a few. But I'm still holding out hope that version 3's third edition maybe will be announced at some point, but we'll see. All right, that's my one acquisition. What you got?
My big acquisition from the flea market. The reason I was there was a brand new copy in the shrink of Flamecraft. Scooped that up for $25, so I thought that was worth it.
You haven't played this yet, right?
I have not played it yet, but I hear light worker placement, family level.
Yep.
The expansion is supposed to take it up to another level, so I'll worry about that another day. But it has a solo mode, so all those reasons. I think I want to give this one a try with the family and see, because I know my wife likes worker placement.
Yep,
as do I.
I have not played the expansion. I've played the base game, I think, twice now. It's good, but it's light. I need to try the expansion, see what that kicks it up to.
Codenames Disney was one of the ones on the board that I haggled down for just a few bucks.
Nice.
I know that we are planning a trip to Disney this year as a family, and my son and his girlfriend are coming along with us. And they love anything Disney, so this will be a fun one to play. I think the four of us, my son, his girlfriend, my wife, and I, when we do our trip to Disney in, I think it's April or May, but it's coming up soon. So I scooped up a copy of that. CGE Games, they do good stuff.
Check, it's good. Yep.
And then I got to see our buddy Diego there. He was selling games, and I guess he was tired of holding on to garbage, so he made me take... a copy of The Chameleon.
Gave it to you.
Which is crazy to me, Rob, because when I look at it and turn it to the camera, I can easily read that.
Yeah, it's a camera trick.
Now read that.
I can read that.
I can't read that.
You can't see that?
I can't see it.
Oh, you
I
must-
don't see it.
What if you got a little bit of colorblind?
I can't see the words chameleon there. I have to look at it on the TV.
It pops for me.
Really?
Yeah, it jumps right out. Yeah.
Dude, I can't see that. It's like it reminds me of Magic Eye. Like if if I cross my
Stare at it hard
eyes,
enough, it'll pop out.
it'll come out. He said it's a good game.
It's not bad. I played it once or twice. Yeah.
It looks to be a super social whodunit party game.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'll give this one a try.
Yep.
Those were my purchases from the flea market.
You know what? It's easier to read at a distance. Does that help?
It does.
I was just saying, I held it up close to my face and it goes away. But if I hold it away, I can see it. So,
That's interesting.
yep. All right. Gotcha.
Last week, Robert came over and he brought me my copies of Wingspan, the Americanas expansion. I think Wayne had sent it with him.
Yep.
So Wingspan Americanas. This is the hummingbirds, right, Rob?
Yep, it adds the hummingbirds to the game. I have not played it yet, but I'm hearing it's really good, and especially with the the nectar that they introduced in one of the prior expansions. Supposedly the combination of those two expansions works really well.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying my recent plays of Wingspan with the Regions cards, those fan packs.
Yep.
Rob, what's this word?
It's Boudreaux. No, you always like to say Boudreaux. It's Bordeaux.
Bordeaux.
Yep.
This is the board, the expansion board for viticulture, and this one is probably the most. I'll say the second most excited thing I am on this table of all the
Okay.
recent purchases. This is the second most exciting one for me.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to trying out this board.
Mm-hmm.
It adds it codifies the house rule that was in play for having multiple cards of each of the deck available as kind of a market instead of just drawing and getting what you get.
Yeah.
There was a house rule for it, so now it kind of codifies that
Or two
into
of the,
the
four.
game.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nice.
This is more of an upgrade. This is the Final Girl Series 2 game mat.
Game mats.
They had a Series 1 game mat. They made some changes to the formatting on it, but this is the game mat for Series 2. It allows you to easily set up Final Girl and have a place for most of the cardboard stuff. So
Okay.
you have to put out less stuff, and it kind of makes it easier to set up and play.
Nice. Okay.
What's cool about this one, I want to open this up.
Yes, I'll be interested to hear what your feedback on this is after you get it opened or get it played with a couple times to see, does it help set up and does it help keep things organized, help with your flow of the game at all?
That's the whole reason I got it, was for the organization aspect.
Yeah, those would be the two most important things for me. So, I'm on the Van Ryder Discord channel, so I'm hearing them talk about this stuff and all the expansions, and they've got online stuff they do all the time that they release that you can only get just by going to print and play and stuff. And they're really active.
All right, so just a basic box and 2 mats. That's really all it is in there. So that'll be easy peasy.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Nice.
Let's see what else is on the twig this week in gaming acquisitions. Heat, Rocky Roads. This was a pre-order from Asmodee Direct, and it came in I think early this week or last week.
Last
It was
week?
middle last week. Heat, Rocky Roads. This adds the 2 maps. One map for the it's like Holland or
Dutch.
Dutchland, and then South Africa.
Deutschland is Germany,
Oh, okay.
but Dutch or Holland, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Holland is Dutch. The Dutch are from Holland.
are they?
Yes, so it's the same thing. Yeah.
That's what it adds.
Okay.
And then it adds the white car. So now I think
another
I think
legend?
this completes
The legends?
all the spots for the cars. No, actual like plastic car.
Oh, so it's another
So
player.
the team.
Oh, okay.
Yes, another player.
Okay.
So, but I think that fills up all the available slots in the base box, because the base box came with,
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
I thought it was 4 or 5 teams.
The pre-molded
Yes.
insert thing? Okay.
And then it had all these empty spots. We're like, oh, okay, they're going to come out with more cars later. I think this finishes it.
so is this going to be the end then?
No, because they've already announced that they're doing the Legends expansion,
Oh, okay.
which is going to be like decks for the Legends cars. So all the Legend cars, which you play right now off of a base deck, they all play the same way. They're each going to have asymmetric ways to play. So
Okay.
every Legend card that you put out there will have a different way that it plays.
So does all this stuff fit still in the base box?
No,
Oh, I was
it
gonna say, so-
hasn't in a long
so
time.
When are we getting the big box for Heat?
It has been a long time since I've been able to fit everything in heat. If you can find it, you'll see it's like a hodgepodge combination of multiple boxes. I feel like something got crushed inside here. Oh, that's
Your soul?
it is about. I'm going to open this up. You'll see what I mean. I think one of the dashboards got squished when they closed the box on this, folks. This is, you can watch this live.
Is it hanging out the edge?
Yes.
Oh, no.
This is. Oh,
just
no.
the rules.
The
No,
white
it is.
dashboard
Oh.
has come undone and squashed when they put the lid on it and the rule book.
Yeah, the rule book for sure.
Oh, man.
You going to worth calling about? Contacting them? No?
I'm going to ruin it myself anyway. You know that.
Of course you are.
That does bite. Like, usually if I ruin it, it's one thing.
It's okay.
If Rob puts his beer on my Wingspan
Coaster?
first player token,
Coaster.
that's us. It's our fault.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about that.
Yeah.
But when it, like, you haven't even
comes to
unwrapped
you.
it. I didn't even cut you saw me right there live.
Yeah.
Cut the stickers off.
Yeah, comes to you that way. It's it is kind of a bummer. Not like I say, not a huge deal, but kind of a bummer. You want at least to start
Let me break it.
perfect. Yeah, you want it to start nice and perfect. I'm still looking for your heat, but go ahead.
And then finally, Flip 7 with a Vengeance has made its way to the house. It's a bigger box, Rob.
Bigger box.
It's a
it
bigger
is.
box.
Holy mackerel!
This one goes to 13.
That's huge.
They added the 13 set of cards, so 13.
Oh yes, okay, yes, I know. Yeah. And then
there's even more action cards in the game now. There are 5 different action cards.
so this just isn't just like an expansion. Obviously, it's the whole game again plus the new stuff.
And you can mix and match the action cards, is my understanding. That's what I heard.
What if you just shuffled the old deck into this deck and have one supersized?
But that would be like 24 12s.
Oh, you're right.
That would be
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, you'd have to double everything except for the 13s. Yeah, you're right. That would work.
But the action cards you might be able to swap around.
Yeah, or just pull the action cards out of the first one, put them in this one.
Let's take a look at the backs here. Oh, we got a call coming in. Beansanddice podcast. State your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, this is Joey from Colorado.
Hey, Joey. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We are
good. How
well.
are you?
We're opening board games and talking about games we played this past week.
I saw your opening. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
it
I
happens.
saw it sticking out the side, and
It
I'm like, I
happens.
hope that it was. I was hoping it was just a pamphlet. You know how Days of Wonder
Yeah.
likes to throw in
Put
pamphlets,
stuff in there.
but then when
Yeah.
it was the actual dashboard for the white car.
Yeah. Rule book, fine, and the pamphlet, sure.
Oh yeah.
The components kind of stinks, but I'm the same way. I will also, ding and dent sales are great, but I will seek out broken stuff just to pay less.
I do too. I bought mini games that way.
Hey, Joey, let me answer Rob's question on this. No, you cannot combine Flip 7 with a Vengeance, those action cards, because it
backs?
has a different back.
Different back. Wow. Okay.
Oh, so it's a standalone.
It is a standalone. You cannot mix and match the action cards between the two games. That's
Interesting.
disappointing.
Yeah, that does suck.
It's a standalone deck of cards.
Yep.
Yep. Well, at least it's just a deck of cards. It wasn't super expensive.
But now you folks at home know. You can make a more informed decision.
Hey, speaking of what I played this last week, I want to give out 2, and then which is really 0, but and then I want to weigh in on that last topic, the AI art. One thing which was great is the last time I went to a board game day, one of the guys that I play with, he's like, well, you got me. He's like, I bought Ra and Castle Count.
There you go.
Which was great. And then I did not bring Rob with me that time, but one of the other guys that I play with had also purchased it recently, and he wasn't there yet. So I texted him. I was like, "Can you bring Rob?" And he did. So that was great. Though it's always nice whenever one of your friends picks up on what you were excited about too.
Yep.
I see a lot of gaming groups, and some of the folks in my gaming group find it not okay when other people buy games that other people have. I, almost like what you said there, feel like a sense of joy. Like, look at this thing we all love together and share love for.
Nope. Wrong.
Yeah, how could someone be upset about it?
Oh, no. Because if he owns it, I could just borrow it from him. But he could spend that money buying something that we don't have, and now we've got another game in our
you want to
collection.
borrow mine? Then you're going to have to deal with me counting all the pieces when it comes back to and scrutinizing it.
Yeah, well, there you go. I guess it can depend on how well you know the people. And again, I consider Carlos's collection my collection, and my collection my collection.
Yeah, there are a lot of his games sprinkled in here, and same with mine at his house.
There was. You cleared out a bunch of mine already. But
and Wayne is keeping track because Wayne and I started doing that, and he's keeping track. I'm like, brother, I don't even remember what I loaned you.
Yeah.
You borrowed stuff. I don't loan anything out if I am going to be concerned about it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally mine is, I don't know, it's a weird juxtaposition of it. It's more the fact that I don't want to wait the month for you to bring that around again, possibly.
Yeah.
I want to be able to look at the stuff at my house, in my basement, by myself, or with other people whenever I want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to wait on you. And
I can understand that.
I agree with you.
That's maybe a philosophical thing that I'm working on, but honestly, it's.
But I also don't want to be liable for your game, and that's where me borrowing. Like I borrow from Rob, and I'll borrow from Wayne, but it's because I know you.
That CD was crashed when you gave it to me.
Oh, of course.
You see what I'm saying?
That dashboard was.
If it comes to Casa Cabrera, like there's a lot of opportunity for failure here.
Yeah. I've seen a few coconut boards, but of yours that have some damage.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, and all of that is good. It's an old man in the cloud sort of thing.
Sure.
Yes.
And I won't discourage one person from thinking the other way. So, but that's my position. Is I just for some reason I got to own it if it's something that I like.
Sure. Yeah.
Which leads me not to my second point, but a side note of when I was at a board game day recently, and I was playing a game. Someone else who had not been there before mentioned to me, Rococo and Clans of Caledonia.
Oh, yeah.
They said, I like both of those. Or they might have just said Clans of Caledonia. Anyways, later I said, sorry we can't play, but do you have that? I was like, there's a killer solo mode on it. He was like, oh, no, I only like to play games with people. And I'm like, in my eyes, yes, great. You want to play games with people. But also I'm like, you're passing up on so many opportunities to also just enjoy a game. You don't always have to play with other people. You don't always have to watch a movie in a theater and this, that, and the other. So
Carlos
Carlos
is feeling that evolution because back when we started gaming, he was like, no, this is all about the community, all about the people at the table. I'll never play games by myself. That's just
never play games solo.
Just a waste of time. I want to play with other people. And then now
Unless I do.
Half of his gaming time is solo. So
yes,
he's evolved.
There's a season for everything.
There's nothing wrong with either of them, but I just I try not to hold a hard and fast rule of one way or the other. So anyways, the second part to that was okay. So they like raw. They got it. Well, there was a board game night last night, which I couldn't make because it was my mother-in-law's last night in town. So I was like, well, I'm gonna stay home and we'll hang out. So
that was unexpected.
I texted them later. I was like, hey, how's it going? Good turnout or whatever. He said, oh, yeah, good. About 10 people. All right, fine. Later, they texted me. They said, we got 2 tables of raw going right now. And I was so happy, but also so jealous that I was like,
yes,
I want to be part of a room full of raw right now.
Yeah.
That was not on my bingo card for today. Hearing I wanted to be in a room full of raw was not on my bingo card today.
Unusual statement. Yeah.
Well, definitely, the previous time we did get to play it, but there was certainly someone in the group that was like, I do not enjoy that game. I will not be playing. And I was like, I really hope I can still get it played. And we still had a game of 4 people, but from that to, the entire room wanting to play it is a nice turn. Well, if you're a fan.
Cool.
I'm a fan.
Cool to watch. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, couldn't make it, but that was good. It was a good feeling. I was the person, Joseph McCrae, 1896, who
Oh.
said I'm not a fan of AI art.
There you go. Okay.
So yeah, I don't discount the fact that it's going to be pervasive, but and maybe I'm naive, but I don't know. I can't see as a consumer the benefit to it. Yeah, you can say some pre-production stuff, but if it's really that unimportant that it doesn't matter that it's not a creative process, I don't know what the benefit of making it prettier during a preemptive version.
Yeah, it could be a stick figure.
My daughter's in here too.
That's right. We have kids. Yeah. We know
how that goes.
You have no idea how it's like over here. It's chaos.
My wife and the other kid and mom are out of town now, so I'm like the only source of authority. Yes, you can absolutely. Here, I'll go downstairs. I'll unmute this for a minute.
Yes.
Finish this phone call, okay?
Absolutely. Ice cream for dinner. We can totally do that, kid.
Oh, I just introduced her to Inspector Gadget. And that's what she's
Oh, nice.
right now.
There you
So,
go.
I'll flip that on. But yes, I won't say no, never. But who's that benefiting the AI processes?
The company. Like at the end of the day, it's the company. I can't. Okay, the consumer.
Is that
There's
good
some
for
benefits.
for the sport or for the game or.
At the end of the day, the company is the one that's going to save the money. And do we really believe the company is going to turn those savings around to us? I mean, we'd be naive to believe that.
Well, not only is it not gonna potentially turn the savings around to us, but what benefit are we actually achieving out of that? And you know what? Every game that I've appreciated over the entirety of gaming, all humans. You ever heard that? It's a Tool song, and they have a recording of it. I think Timothy Leary, and it says, if you don't like drugs, you go home, take all your records, all your music, all your TV, and burn it, because you know what? All the people that created that were real messed up on drugs. Not the exact same thing, but
Right.
all the stuff that you enjoy is all human made, or at least it has been up to this point.
Right.
Dude,
So,
it blows my mind.
I'm not saying that it
The
can't benefit.
right now in the Christian music charts, like the number 2 is AI generated. Like, and then that throws in like a whole nother realm of conversation, Rob, where not only am I thinking about like consuming art made by a computer, but now I'm
Things
worshiping
won't even be needed
a god,
to consume it.
my God, through something that wasn't even created by a human.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just throws all like my brain's knotted up like a pretzel.
Yeah, I didn't mean to talk over you on that or talk with you, but I and that's a slippery slope. But yes, once I start to think about it, I'm like, what's the aim? What is the slippery slope? To not even require you to consume it? I mean, we're already in the fake internet era. That's already
Sure.
or the dead internet zone. So if there's fake bots liking stuff, fake viewers, fake content, what really are we aiming for? And again, then the thing is consume. I'm all for it. I'll say this. I'm not all for it. I'm all for it until it starts consuming human resources, i.e. water.
Which it's doing.
Exactly. So
There are rural towns who have lost access to electricity and water because of these data centers that are coming up there.
Yep, cool them and
got to cool it, and you got to power it.
I don't know you guys' sides on it, so I'm not trying to sway one person one way or the other, but it is more the fact of like, I'm very surprised that a human artist is like, yeah, I don't mind it in certain things. The photographer,
Kyle.
Yeah, what was his name?
Mr. Jeeves.
Mr. Jeeves, Kyle Jeeves, yep.
Yeah. Which shout out to photographers. I used to teach photography. So great. And he's dead, so shout out to Dad too. But yeah, I just, until I can find a benefit of it, other than some stuff happens a little quicker, is your game. And then and then AI is going to write rules, and then there's nobody involved in the thing.
It can and it does, yeah.
It can, it does. I know what you're saying about. You just got to sort of step out of the way of it, just partially, but at the same time, there's then going to be even a much more appreciation for things that are human created.
Sure. Which
this is like an insane conversation.
Which is my hope, because the big reason Rob and I continue to do this after almost 6 years now, it'll be 6 years this year, I think. It's the human aspect. And my hope is that there'll be more appreciation for this kind of content, 100% human. Thing is, I'll watch board game content today and I'll hear and listen to what feels like a script being read to me by a creator. And I can't help but think, did he have AI write that? Like, you read me the script and it was well written, well said, but I can tell it was scripted. And then I begin to question, were these their words or was this AI? And that's sad that I've gotten to that place.
It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Yeah. You can get to a certain point where you take 100% of a content thing, and you had a view of it at a certain point, and then 1% of it skewed your view, and then the whole other 99% becomes like tinted. And you're like, ooh, I don't know how I feel now.
Yeah.
Which is, a gotcha sort of thing, but normally a gotcha is a bad thing.
Well, you can count on us being 100% human
right now.
But that also includes some fallibility. We will make mistakes.
Of course.
We will have odd opinions on things that people will disagree with, and some agree, because we're people, and we're going to be like that. I'm hoping that's the charm
good.
of it.
I always appreciate conversation. That's definitely the best thing that can happen, which is also a human quality.
Right, because I think our motto from when we started, Rob, was we're not going to tell you how to game, we're not going to tell you what to game, or even when to game. We're going to tell you how we game.
Yep,
and hopefully you come back and talk to us about how you game, and we have that conversation.
100%.
Yes. I'll leave you with this. I did it again. I set up a game on my table down in the basement, and picked it up before I even played it. And put another game out.
Right. What was the game? You got to tell us. What was the offending game and what was the new game?
And I won't call it offending.
Okay. All right.
But the misplaced game was Deus. I had been watching some stuff recently again. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'll be right there. I love you. The mom's out of town and she's video calling in right now. So I'll go get down there. But Deus is the one that got put down and then picked up, and then I put Clans of Caledonia back out.
Okay.
However, now I know I will play Clans of Caledonia. However, I have not played turn 1 on it yet. So it's potentially could suffer the same fate, but I will call in next week to let you know. Okay.
We will wait for that update.
It'll be a full regicide of like dead board games that almost made it to the playlist.
Here's all the games we set up and didn't get to.
I am also guilty of that. I threw Marvel United Thanos on the table and then had to co-op it before I even got to play it with Bohemians. So it happens more often than you think.
Got bumped.
Yes.
All right, go Dad.
Thanks for calling, Joey.
Right, you guys have a good night.
You too, man.
Thanks.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye. That was Joey from Colorado, taking care of the kids, getting a call in. Thank you so much for making it a call-in show.
Number 2.
That's a multi-call-in show every week this month. I'm sorry, every show this year. I don't think we've had. Yeah, I think we had multi-calls every show.
Yeah, probably. I have to go back and watch the tape.
Keep that going.
Run the tape back.
813-618-7099 is the number. Continuing the conversation here. Wayne's in the chat.
Hey, Wayne.
Wayne says he's sorry. Family in town, spring break packing, and kids soccer all in one night. And then he asks, how did Bohemians go? Learn anything? We are in the midst of our Bohemians game. If things were dead, we would still be playing, but calls are coming, so we haven't. That's kind of where we're at now.
I think the learn anything was probably geared towards you because you had commented that you were having a trouble getting over that hump of about 8 or 9 points a turn.
Yeah. And then in this game, what I learned is that it can get worse.
Yes, it can.
It can get much worse.
He got 8 for like 3 rounds in a row, and then he got
down,
7.
and now I'm down to 5.
And now it's 5 this turn. So
I'm down to pushing 5 inspiration per round.
And I got, was it 12 or 13? Oh, yeah, so.
The hardships have stacked and stacked and stacked.
I've only worked once, so I don't want to hear it. I had 5 of them come out last round.
I stopped not working. I work every round now. Like I'm a day laborer.
Loser. Work is for losers.
I'm struggling with this one, Rob.
Well, you are, but again, you've seen me do it. I've only worked once. I've done my inspiration stuff, and I've got 3 victory points right now to year 1.
Yep, Rob has already achieved 3 of the
4
goal cards.
Yep, you have 3 of the goals.
We need 4 to win the game.
Achievement cards. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I took the first one because it was the cheapest at 8.
Yes, you did. You snagged
And
it.
I'm now that's the only one I'm holding on to.
Yep. You got to build that deck. Build a bigger deck, Carlos.
No, this deck is very. It's a bad deck.
Yeah.
It's a very bad deck.
Full of hardship.
Let's see if I can get this on camera.
Are you
here.
gonna try to get a turn in?
Let's see. So y'all can see how it's played. Rob has been helping me get through this here.
I'll play off camera here, but yep.
Let me see if I can slide this over a little bit.
I need to
Make some
shuffle.
room.
Hope I don't shuffle all these syphilis cards back in there.
I almost put my flip 7 cards in there.
Hey, that was really cool coming up.
Right, that's my discard pile. You don't need to see that. That's my achievement card. That is my deck. That is the discard for the, what do we call these again? Hardships.
Hardships, yep.
Yep, hardships.
Yep.
That's my deck, and that's my workers. You can see what I'm doing. I was first player last round. I think I passed that to Rob.
You sure do.
Rob will be first player. I get 5 cards.
I'd have
1,
the
2,
option
3,
to eliminate a
4.
card from the market. I'll just skip that. There's nothing out there that's particularly offending. Oh, I drew 2 hardships.
Yeah, this icon here means that I don't count those as my hand. I will draw cards to replace them. 1, and then I have to shuffle up this deck full of syphilis and
Okay.
bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
And I'll draw my 5 cards and then plan my day.
I got to see if I can get to, what are we at? The current achievement is 12, so if I can see if I can get to 12 points this turn and end your suffering over there. Get rid of all this bad stuff.
All right, so I've got, in this draw here, folks, I've got 2 hardships that have come out, and then I've got 1 muse, which is my random muse that I got with my cabaret attendant job.
Cabaret.
He gave me 1 muse at random, and it's a terrible muse. It's no fun. She's Dominique. Just lets me move a card from my routine board back to the top of my draw pile at the end of the phase.
Good old no fun Dominique.
Yep. So in this game, you're trying to create a routine for your day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And you're connecting icons that are on the edges of the cards in order to score inspiration. Then you use those inspiration points to then build your buy power, effectively. Buy power, which turns into points, because you can use that buy power to buy points. I'm struggle bussing on this, Robert.
I think I may get it here. I'm using, what I'm doing here off camera is I'm using my Atelier points to draw 2 more cards. And I think I drew some good cards here. So this could do it potentially. But we'll see. We'll see how
I'm going to have to go big to try to grab something here. You are first, so you get to grab goals before I do.
Oh, okay.
And our most recent goal is at 12 points.
See how this works out for me.
Wayne says, it's good, though. I am enjoying it. Also says, that is a good muse. You can move that 4 icon card back to the top of your deck. I just haven't been able to use her well because she has limitations, right? And that's what I was talking about, Wayne, in our chat, where these muses are cool, but they have limitations on what slot in the routine they can go into. And then many of them have limitations on what color they can be attached to. All right. So I am set for my day. I don't think I'm going to work. I'm done working because this game's going to be over here soon.
Yeah. How about I let you go first?
Okay.
Even though I'm officially first player, but go ahead.
So let's see. I've currently have some hardships
Two
up
hardships.
here.
What are you dealing with over there?
So in the day phase, I'm dealing with insomnia and syphilis. So my insomnia says that I ignore all eyes, hearts, locks, and masks on my routine board. So in other words, I will gain no inspiration from matching icons. There's nothing.
All over
Sir, you get nothing. And we are all stupider for having heard you.
Nothing. No fizzy lifty, whatever drinks for you.
Oh, man, I get nothing. There's a way to mitigate that, but I don't have enough points. Actually, I have 4 points and a card, so I can flip this card to count as $1, and I'll spend $3 on the board here, the Atelier board, to ignore this hardship.
Yeah, that's a bad
All
one.
right, let's do that. So now I will get some points.
Okay.
And then let's look at my day. We're supposed to narrate our day. That's part of the theme of this game, Robert. So my job is a cabaret attendant. I skipped work today. Did you see that? I skipped work. And I
Of
go to
course you
work.
did. Yeah.
In the morning, I started by laying out my options, which was number one was skip work, bro. Don't go to work. And then while I was in my journal laying out my options, I wrote in my journal about how bad things have been going for me in this life in Paris.
That sounds good.
Yeah, but so I attended a lecture to try to improve my skill set with my job, which is being a writer. So I'm learning about writing at a lecture, and I do that in the evening. But then at night, I went ahead and disappeared on a whim. I just kind of gave up on life, and it's an image of me like jumping onto a train and just disappearing on a whim. So that was my day. It's going to equal a number of inspiration of 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Give me the magic number.
7 inspiration, 8 inspiration, 9 inspiration.
Oh, you broke 8.
I'm at 9. Let's see here. And I get an additional inspiration from this card for playing it in the wrong place.
No way.
So 9 it is.
Okay, 9.
It is 9.
Gotcha.
Which is not enough to buy a
12?
goal.
You're close.
Could not get a goal. I would then buy cards with that. I will spend 1 inspiration to reject a card. When you reject a card, it goes out of the game. So syphilis, I will reject. Goodbye to you.
Now you're down to 8.
I'm out down to 8 points on the inspiration track. I will buy a card of 7. I'll go ahead and grab this 6 and then spend 1 point, 2 points added to the Atelier board. And that is it. Clean up because I chose not to work. I am inflicted with a hardship. And today's hardship, because I didn't go to work, is financial debt.
Ah, there you go. Of course.
Isn't
You're not
that
working,
appropriate?
That's what you deserve.
I'm now in financial debt.
You scum of the earth.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rob can not work all day and be fine.
And you that was for your syphilis, or that was for your not working?
No, that was for my not working.
So syphilis, right? You had syphilis. Did you ignore that one?
I ignored.
Gotcha.
I rejected syphilis.
Rejected syphilis.
I
Syphilis,
rejected.
I reject you.
Yes.
All right. Anyway,
It's called an ointment from the doctor.
Okay, I'll run through my day real quick off screen here, or side screen. So I started out with cholera and envy today. Those are a lovely combination. Cholera says
What I would give for a nice clean glass of water.
there you go. So cholera says during my day phase, I cannot gain points on the Atelier board. That's fine. I didn't care about that anyway. Wasn't going to do it. Envy says every time you use an Atelier effect, spend 2 more than what it normally would cost. Again, wasn't going to do it. Didn't matter. Don't care. So we'll count my points. Well, you want me to dictate my day? It's real simple here.
Yeah. It's part of the story, Rob.
In the morning, I find focus and I sculpt. In the early afternoon, I get in the mood for sculpting. In the late afternoon, I sculpt without stopping, and
Without ceasing.
Yeah, in the evening, I write in my journal. But they all have this sculpting
About
tool on
sculpting.
them. Yeah, so it's all these were
You
all.
wrote in your journal about your
Yep,
sculpting.
these are all like base cards, right? I think.
But you got to meet some people.
Sure.
So some muses, some
Oh, you're
people
right.
that help you with your art.
Well,
Who'd you meet?
While I was getting in the mood for sculpting, I met Jean. Jean gives me 1 inspiration.
She inspired you.
She inspired me to start that sculpting. So while I was getting the mood, she inspired me. And then in the evening, when I was writing in my journal, I had Alex come over, and we
Played golf? Is that
putted
putt-
around
is
in
that
the backyard.
putt
maybe?
golf?
But yeah, some little mini golf. So something like that. And so that gives me a 2 additional. So we're going to count together here. We have 1, 2 for the color match, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the color match. Gain 2 additional puts me at 12.
Because you linked Alex to the orange card in the evening zone.
Exactly. Puts me at 12.
Or the night zone.
And then Gene gives me just 1 straight up, so that puts me at 13. And to buy that last victory point I need, it requires 12.
And this last victory point is a salute to your creative genius at an artistic cafe.
Salute.
Salute to you, Robert.
So that is the 4th and final. So I have the 12, I have the 11, I have a 10, and I have a 9.
All right. Congratulations, Robert. You are the winner of my first multiplayer game of Bohemians.
Who won the solo player?
See, in the solo player game, it's a game where I got to teach myself how much I suck at games by beating myself.
Oh, is that what it was? Beat yourself?
in said game.
Okay. So you won there.
So I'm 0 for 2.
0 for 2 in the solo.
Oh, 0 for 2 in Bohemians.
Oh, and 0 for 1 here. Gotcha.
All right, that's what it looks like to end a game of Bohemians. Hopefully you enjoyed that, folks.
Yep.
That is Bohemians by Portal Games.
Yep. In a multiplayer game, we play till somebody has 4 of the victory point cards.
In a 2-player game, I think it's 4, right? Or is that always 4?
I think it's always. I'll double check, but I believe it's always. Yeah.
It's hard to get the inspiration for that. I just could not figure out the chaining aspect.
Yeah.
The chaining reminds me of Lawyer Up. In Lawyer Up, you're chaining icons to make your argument flow.
Definitely has that
in
feel.
the legal battle in court. Whereas here, you're chaining icons to get left to right in your routine.
After Us has that. Have you played After Us ever?
I have not.
Oh, okay. It's the same thing. You're laying out it's either 4 or 5 cards in that with the same exact. You've got a series of symbols that you're trying to match up to get your more buy power. That's where you get your buy power, buy better cards, get them in there, get some victory points. So, it's very much that part of it. The card play is feels like After Us.
All right, I'm recording the game in my
In your log there?
BGA or my BG Stats app.
Yep. Trying to look here for trigger the end of game.
Let's pop into, we'll turn off the phone lines because we're coming to the last minutes of the show. And there was a couple of articles that I wanted to touch on. Let me get my Discord up so I can find those articles. And we'll do the in the news.
Oh, you are correct. It's 5th achievement card in a 2-player game. It is 4th in 3 or 4-player game.
So you're 1 round away.
So I was 1 round away officially. So we can finish it out afterwards. But yeah.
Let's see here. I found this article today, and I posted it up in the Discord channel. Into our don't forget, on the Beans and Dice Discord server, we have an in the news channel. We got a lot of channels.
Yeah,
maybe it's time to pare them down a little bit.
Yeah.
But
combine a few of them.
We have the in the news channel, and in there I posted up about Blood Bowl. So for my Blood Bowl fans out there, I know I'm one of them. There's a few other Blood Bowl fans in this group. The Blood Bowl video game. So the last time they updated the video game, they came out with the same rule set as the most recent rule set. And now they've announced that with the new release of this new season, 3rd season, they are updating the rules in the video game. However, it's not going to be a DLC, Rob. It's going to be a whole new video game.
Wow.
So at first, that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's an article on PC Gamer confirming that if you own the most recent Blood Bowl 2nd edition or 2nd season on like Steam, when the 3rd season comes out, the whole new video game, you get it for free.
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to execute on that.
Yeah.
I imagine there'll be some Steam codes or something. But that makes me happy to be able to play along on the tabletop with the same rules and players and stats on the video game. So kind of a mirror.
Okay. Yeah, it'll probably be like a one-time download code, so make sure you don't miss that email. But you'll probably get something to do a download on it. But hey, there's Tom Vassell.
Wayne posted into the news a video from Tom Vassell with regards to the Jack Vassell Memorial Fund, that there's going to be the Jack Vassell auction.
Yep.
Which, isn't that done at Dice Hour East? Or is that separate?
It's on BGG.
It's on BGG.
Yeah. So you go on BGG to do all the bidding. So I think it's all online. I think maybe at Dice Tower East they may announce what the final tally was, how much money they raised. I think they normally announce that there. But yeah, great cause. If you don't know, just to help gamers in need. I don't know if you have the official statement over there, but it's to help anybody who's had a personal hardship in the board game community. So he mentions, people, if you've lost a house to a fire or a flood, and maybe you are having trouble paying your insurance deductible, or you don't have insurance, you can put in an application online, and there are a panel of folks associated with the Dice Tower Group who will review those, and at various times throughout the year, when they find people sufficiently in need, they will basically just write you a check out of the fund to help you cover that loss. So.
Yeah, Tom went over, and I think a little more detail than I've heard, a little more details than I've heard before about his son Jack and his passing. So I learned a little bit in this video about that a little more. So it was good to hear. It's great what they're doing with the Jack Vasquez Memorial Fund. So if you have the opportunity and the ability to auction in some games, we're all for it.
Yeah, and for the most part, you're going to pay more, for the games that are there. They have some really rare stuff. He actually put out even a call to game manufacturers or publishers to donate some really cool, unique things maybe that you could only get through the auction, because you're going to overpay for stuff. This isn't going to be a place to go and find a cheap version of something. I mean, you may luck into something, but for the most part, you're going to overpay a little bit, but it's because it's for charity. You're paying to put money out there to help other gamers who maybe aren't as fortunate. So... But check it out. I'm going to go through the list, and in years past, they've had some really cool, unique, one-of-a-kind signed things or stuff with unique bits that you can't get anywhere else. So it's a really cool thing. Yeah.
In the news, Wayne posted Mark Street announced that him and the Dice Tower are parting ways, that the Dice Tower is taking all of the preview work in-house, which is what, if I remember correctly, that was the major majority of what he did with the Dice Tower, was the preview work.
That was pretty much it, yep. Mm-hmm.
It was a long post, so it seems like it's something that really got to him.
Oh, yeah.
But it had a good ending, so I'll spoil it for those that didn't read it.
Yeah.
He does get to talk about how he's going to be working with Above Board TV,
right,
which is the guy from... he is, oh man, why am I blanking on his name again?
I know what, I can see his face, but
right.
I don't know his name.
He's on the Board Games Insider podcast with Ignacy Trevicek and
I know you and Wayne talk about him all the time.
Stephen Bonacore.
I don't watch enough of that. I need to watch more of those. But
I love listening to those guys because it's from a true like corporate inside baseball perspective.
Yep.
From people who own board game companies,
business side of it. Yeah,
we're just a bunch of schlubs opining.
Yeah,
but he talks about how he's going to be on Above Board TV as well as Gaming Trend. So on YouTube, at Gaming Trend Videos, as well as at Above Board TV.
Yep,
those are the channels that he'll be on, continuing to do that. But he did get to talk about how he will be able to expand into some toys and Legos, which are some things that he wants to talk about, not just board games. He also has some hobby in that world, the Lego and retro gaming content.
Yeah, so he can preview some other things that are outside of what he's been doing with Dice Tower. So it's like he's got some opportunities. He's looking on the bright side of things. I know it's got to be tough because he's been with Dice Tower for a long time, and so that breaking of that bond is it's got to be a little tough. But
Corey Thompson, says Wayne.
Corey Thompson, there you go.
He is correct. It's Corey from Above Board TV and Board Game Insider, and part owner of Gen Con now. And the guy is all in it.
Yeah, all over the place. Oh, I like this next one.
Oh, yes. King of Tokyo, Godzilla was revealed.
This might be a must-buy for me.
For the theme?
Yeah. And did you see the cards and stuff? I mean, they got Japanese writing on them alongside the English writing. So there's it looks really cool. It's got a heavily Japanese feeling to it. And so I'm on board with that. My son is big with the Asian culture right now, Korean and Japanese and all that. But so I'm not nearly as much as the youngins. That seems to be a big fad right now with the younger folks. But I think this looks really cool.
Oh, I like that. Side piece was just a paper, so the full art is available on the front.
Yep.
And look at the gloss on the ray shooting.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that before, but yeah, you're right. But that's the new board. It looks like
Oh, like a
Tokyo.
hand-drawn Tokyo?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Look at those chits.
Yeah, it's really cool. Those chits are going to go on depending on your player count.
Oh, so instead of having the circles built into the board?
Yep.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So you got
That's so
more
smart.
art. Yeah, you can look at the art when it's not there. You got all the characters, Mothra, and all these.
Hedora.
Yep. And it's all got the Japanese writing along with the English writing.
I wasn't sure what this was going to look like.
The players, the pieces there are actually wood. They're not cardboard. It's all that real thin wood. So,
What about the standees? Are they...
The standees are plastic, I think. So they're still in a plastic base.
Okay.
But it's a wooden... I don't know what kind of wood that is. It's that thin, like 3-ply wood.
Yeah. It's a plywood.
Yeah. So I guess 3-ply plywood. But wooden dice. He said they're heavier than he thought. So there must be either it's a heavier wood or something inside the wood that makes them heavy. There's your tokens are all actual plastic tokens. They're not.
And then energy or looks like wood and
tokens.
lightning.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So it's a real. I'm waiting to see what the price is going to be on this.
I still have a King of Tokyo Dark Edition in shrink. Still haven't even opened it yet, but I only got it because it looked great.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think you're wrong. This is a good looking one.
These cards are brand new. It's a new mechanic to the game, so they're going to put you randomly put one out at the beginning, and it's going to give you an ongoing thing that affects that whole game. So it's going to give each game a little bit of a different feel, a little bit different theme. So some of this stuff looks really cool.
All right, you can hear the excitement in Rob's voice, and he rarely gets excited about buying games.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. So
the art looks good.
Yeah, I like the art. Yep.
The graphics, right? The
definitely retro
icons.
Japanese. Yeah, back to 1970s, 1980s Japanese. Oh, it's going to come with all new power up cards, evolution cards, I guess they call them. So there's going to be all kinds of new evolutions and stuff, all built into this one.
Which I thought that was an expansion, wasn't it?
Yep. Now it's going to be built into the game or available in the game. I think it's still going to be a module you can add on. But yeah, pretty cool.
Very nice.
Yep.
All right, let's see what else is in the news to make
news
sure we
we
didn't
got.
miss anything. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's most of what we've been chatting about in the chats recently.
All right, so that gets us to the end of the episode. News for next week. It is spring break in Tampa, Florida.
Yep.
So we will not be doing a show. I'll figure out what to do with regards to that. I'm going to be looking for a board game shop in North Carolina. When I'm up there for I'll be gone for 2 weeks up there, Rob.
Yeah, you got to find something to do while you're up there for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Not like you don't have enough to bring with you if you need to.
No, because I'm road tripping it. I can't bring the whole...
You're driving. You can bring half of this.
Put a topper on.
Yeah, exactly.
Put the topper on just for board games.
Yeah, you're bringing the whole family. So
remember the topper in St. Louis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The topper that almost wasn't anymore.
We took out the lights in the parking garage.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not do that again.
Nope.
But we won't be here next week. I may post a video about whatever gaming thing I can find up there. I'll find something to post just to say hi, so to show y'all what I'm up to.
Nice.
The following week, I will still be out of town working. Rob and Wayne may end up hosting the show solo. We'll figure that out from there.
Yep.
And then when we get to April, the first Thursday in April, because it'll be like the 3rd or something of April, I'll be back in town, and we will update you on our top 20 boards.
Yep.
So 1 week off, 1 week with Rob and Wayne, and then top 20 board.
If anybody's got any recommendations of game shops in the New Orleans area, let me know. I'd be willing to drive just a little bit to check something out. I've been there a couple times, but I haven't really run into any game shops right there in New Orleans. So recommendations, drop them in the Discord. I'll check them out.
All right, folks. I've been your host, Carlos.
I'm Rob.
And we are the Beansanddice Podcast, Thursday night live call-in show. If you got comments or questions, you can email us at beansanddice@gmail.com. If you want to support what we do here, check us out on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Beans and Dice, cash symbol Beans and Dice, whichever app you're doing. We'd love for you to buy some coffee or help us support our bad habit of board games. Any way you want to support us, we'd love to have it. Most importantly, calling in is the biggest way you can support us, making it a call-in show. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Kyle. Making it a call-in show. We appreciate you guys. We will catch you all next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching the Beans and Dice podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I got to get gooder at this game.
Get gooder.